No, but I desperately need the monster manual to come out. I'm going nuts waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
They keep talking about stuff like oh, they're balancing creatures now, so that the CR doesn't assume that you're doing the optimal turn for the creature, which just automatically makes everything like 20% better. And they're supposed to be dropping new higher CR beasts, which I'm very excited about.
Alpha Trask.
And then there's the where was it? The animal lords that the dungeon dudes were talking about. CR20 beast like celestials. Jeremy. Animal lords. CR20 bestial celestials with magic, energy blasts. They do they do force damage when they hit you, and they can change shape between full animal form, hybrid form, or a giant animal. And they can
That's what will kill me in the trial.
they can they can have traits of whatever animal you want, but all of them can fly and swim. And like I know it'll be a little while, but I can't think of any other creature that Johan would use his shape change on.
No, I don't know why you would. Yeah.
Because
Well, you said CR20, right? Because you'd have to be level 20 to use it.
yeah, which is like the one downside to it is I'd have to wait. But once I get there, like if we ever do anything at super high level, yeah, they're very interesting. Like people are already building campaign ideas around them, and we only know that they exist.
How many are there?
Well, there's
Or
many.
is it like the blank one, and then you can just modify it.
You can flavor it as whatever animal you want. I think as long as they fall within like the tribe. But there are sages, hunters, and foragers, and they all have slightly different stats. Like they have an aura they put out, and the aura is a little different for each one. And so people have been kind of flavoring like the foragers as like prey animals, and sages as like I don't know, like the wise owl or something, and then like hunters as like lions and wolves and stuff.
Dowroc's gonna die in the trial, and that's gonna be the last arc. We gotta now revive Dowroc.
I have an idea. I have ideas for another arc.
So my sister requests we fight a Medusa, and I request that we're fighting that one.
We fought Medusa, didn't we?
Not like a Medusa statue or something.
Well, yeah.
We started a Medusa.
Well, yeah. We took the thing out between the whatever it was, and then brought it back to life, and then we just ran basically to the next room.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with running away heroically.
Bravely ran away. That's what we did. We tactfully retreated.
So I don't have a ton of gameplay planned for today. More like
discussion. I don't think so.
Like there's some like general housekeeping stuff I want to deal with from like the aftermath of the battle with.
Yeah.
And I have like there's a couple of unexpected things that are going to happen that I don't think you guys are going to see coming.
How unexpected.
And then like I figure we could talk about the time skip and when we want to have the time skip happen, if we want to do anything before that, stuff like that.
Okay.
if we want to jump right into it, picking up basically where we left off, we're still in the keep where we had the fight. Trevor has just Trevored himself away. Zal is nowhere to be seen either, and now we've got like I'm just gonna say for simplicity's sake, we spent enough time on that fight that like we feel like as worn out as we are, we should probably just settle in for the night.
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
Either leave the keep and camp outside in the woods, which are clearing out. We established that of like the evil influence. Johan though is going to suggest that we secure the keep. We spread out, investigate the areas that we haven't really checked out yet, and see if we can find anything of interest before we make any other decisions.
Okay. I would agree with that.
Alright, so you guys at this point would have mentioned, like, Blackheart's office and stuff, so he wants to go check that out, and recommends that maybe you guys go head. There was like a, two different directions you could have gone when you first came in. You guys went right to the office.
Oh yeah.
And
so
he said,
try the other way and just see what's that way.
Yeah.
Right.
And he'll take Megan with him. Do some more catching
It's been a
up.
while.
Yeah.
Quote catching up.
I don't really need a map for this. We can theater of the mind this. Alright, so you guys return to that corridor off of the exit from it out into like the castle courtyard, and Johan splits off and goes towards the office. You guys head in the other direction. It's dark-ish, but there are unlit torches along the walls. If you guys want to do anything with those,
I mean, I guess I don't really need the light because I'll just create light, but probably just for ease. Actually, I don't remember if I have anything that can light anything. It's been a bit.
I think we have dark vision, Barry.
Oh yeah, we do all have dark vision, don't we? There was like one of us that didn't, I think, didn't it?
Johan doesn't, but he has bat vision.
Oh, that's right. I guess no, not necessarily.
So you just want to make everything easier instead of looking at everything in gray.
Why? It makes it harder. It's good.
More challenging.
Well,
you'll learn more.
Yeah, see? Alright, I guess we'll light the torches.
Alright. If Johan were with you, he could just light them all himself, but he's not, so that's fine. As you progress, you realize you're kind of in more like the other side was kind of like the part of the keep for like the ruler. Now you're in like the part of the keep that's meant for like the staff.
Okay.
You come to a couple of rooms that you assume would be for like the head of staff or whatever, and some stairs that go down, and it looks like they lead to some larger kind of barracks, and you figure this is probably where the inner circle and then the like larger group of followers slept.
Yeah.
Would you like to investigate any of them?
Dowroc, would you?
Yeah.
If memory serves, you have a better investigation check, so.
Investigate the first room.
Alright, the first room you come to, let's say on the left, for simplicity's sake, seems to be, I'm trying to remember their names because it's been so freaking long now. The
Three Amigos? Those guys?
Yeah, it seems to be the room that belonged to the guy that Dowroc fought. It's pretty sparse though. There's nothing really here.
Oh, the
Like
rogue
guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was this? I don't remember any of their names.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying to find them.
I want to say the paladin was a G.
He was Gavril, I think. Yeah.
Gavril. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Billy Goat Bastard.
Yeah, him.
Not his real name, but
You do see some, like some journals, but the etchings are like, it looks like they're some kind of code. A thieves' cant, maybe. Something you can't really read. And he doesn't seem to have any paraphernalia specific to, like, the goings-on here. But you guys do kind of remember that he was the one who seemed like he was most in it for
oh yeah,
the world's ending, so I might as well, right?
yeah. Well, he's that guy that switches sides on who's winning.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he might have even made a good ally for you guys till the first time you were threatened by something.
Yeah, that's why he's just better off where he is.
Yeah.
I forget how they all died. Technically, I think we just beat them in battle, and I think they just died, didn't they?
Yeah, basically.
It wasn't anything like. It wasn't Dowroc putting glue bombs on a thing and dropping stuff on them.
What about the statues?
Yeah, their battle was a little more
yeah.
tactical.
That's
you
right.
You just beat Gavril down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they were all.
In lava.
Yeah.
You kicked him in lava.
I did. I clicked them in lava.
Tried to make sure there were
Yeah.
some environmental factors for you guys, but you can take the journals, obviously. See if anybody can decipher them ever, or you guys can work out how to decipher them.
We'll take them. I mean, I assume that Johan would be able to at least have a decent shot at deciphering them. So.
Okay. Other than that, you don't really find anything here. No gear or anything. I'll say you managed to find 15 gold just lying around.
I forget what happened, because if memory serves right, the guy had the sword that Lloyd had when he died. What happened? Did we pick that up?
Yeah,
I forget. Or
Dowroc was able to recover it.
Oh, okay. So
He would have
Okay.
it right now. Moving on to the next room, kind of across the way from that. It looks like this one would be Gavril's room. There's like just a straight up altar to Blackheart in here. And all
Didn't see that.
all kinds of other religious paraphernalia. And like, I mean, you guys can look around, but looking at it doesn't really feel like the kind of place you'd want to stick around in for very long.
Okay. Nothing. No items other than really the altar of any kind of significance.
You see some equipment in here for repairing his armor, but it's just basic, like smithing gear. Nothing really of interest. It doesn't look like he was concerned with worldly goods at all. You look around a little bit, you don't see any money in here at all. Barely even like a bed to sleep in, just more like a yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
Like,
the absolute minimum. And I will be right back. I need to get my ramen water off.
which is probably what Gavril ate as well.
I wonder if that skeleton horse, I wonder if that was a summon spell. Or it's not summon steed.
Oh yeah. I forgot. It's been a little bit. If I were to guess, I would say it was probably like a fine steed, just because he's paladin. So.
I was gonna say, it's like one of those.
Or are you gonna try to get it?
You know those cards that Yugi has that he doesn't have anymore for the rest of the time.
Oh yeah.
The situation called for it.
And this is when you thought the villain was dead, they pop back alive for one.
That's what I'm waiting for Val to do. Just like walk into Val's room, she's standing there gathering her stuff up.
Well, this is awkward. Like, we totally didn't actually expect you to be here.
What's going on?
I said, watch this be the time that, like, you think the bad guy's dead, and then we stumble into, Val's room, and she's just standing there gathering her things.
So you move on to the next room,
Which is...
and it immediately it looks to be Val's room. There's magical shit everywhere, scrolls where she would have copied spells down from.
Did you give any of the shit in there that we gave her?
What all did you give her? I don't even remember.
I don't remember. I think I gave her a ring of spell storing, but I didn't care about it. I just was curious.
You don't see anything.
Zack's still a little like,
You don't see anything like that. There's a lot of like gem dust, like spent components and stuff. Things where she would have cast and prepared spells. You could probably find some gemstones in here if you really looked. Depends on how much you want to dig around.
Actually, Zack is okay. He's not going to dig around. He'll do like the quick once over of the room and then just kind of move on.
All right, Dowroc, what do you think?
I don't remember. Are we treating this as we had a long rest, I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I didn't know.
I mean, I hope so, because I've already long rested my guy, like a month or two ago.
Yeah, I don't remember if we established that or not, but it's fine. You guys are like in the recovery period, so you can do stuff again if you want. It's fine.
I guess I'll
shenanigans or you
detect
don't.
magic, I guess.
Oh, or you can do a ritual too.
Yeah.
To not have it cost a spell slot. I don't know if that's what you were thinking.
Yeah.
All right, so you set up the ritual version of detect magic, and Zack's kind of standing, leaning uncomfortably in the door frame as you're doing this. Takes a few minutes to set up. You cast the spell, and of course, there's magic in here. There's like traces of it everywhere, but none of it's really anything that you would find particularly useful, as powerful as you already are. You do detect some magic radiating off of some various components. Let's see, how much money do you make in here? You managed to find a diamond and 2 emeralds.
Ooh.
And just if you had any magic components you were looking for, or that you were expecting to look for anytime soon, like anything you would have had to resupply for, she would have that too if you wanted to just say you did it.
I'll have to look.
Alright, well, just for future reference. As Dowroc is casting the spell, though, kind of for a second, Zack, your attention is pulled back toward the room. And as that's happening, as the spell is being cast, and as everything's kind of winding down, you guys are getting ready to move on, you do hear a voice from the hall behind you. I guess you guys really aren't going to try to follow me, huh?
I'll turn around. Is it like an actual voice, or is it like more of like an echo type thing, where no one's actually there?
I mean, it does sound like somebody's there, and when you turn around,
Okay.
you see Val standing there.
How would I react to this? Well, because I was quite upset as a character.
Yeah.
Like, I get why she did it. Well, I'll just say, like, what you seem to be pretty, well, actually, no, I'll just say, well, why did you run from us in the first place?
Don't tend to stick around long around people I've betrayed.
But you seem to have come back.
She reaches
at
out.
the end.
She reaches out towards a torch sconce on the wall, and her hand passes right through it, and she says, "I haven't come back.
Where are you?
Far enough from here that you guys won't be able to find me."
Why did you come back? And I forget who stabbed. I know in the final fight popped up and like hit somebody. I forget if it was Blackheart or.
I mean,
I think it.
she did help you guys quite a bit in the end.
Yeah. If you betrayed it, then why would you come back at the end and help us as much as you did?
She kind of looks around, like she's trying to find the words, and she says, "Despite everything I did, Johan chose to trust me in the end. He should have killed me. That would have undone the final seal and let you in. Instead, he left me and trusted that I would remove it myself. I was forced to rethink a lot of things in that moment, and I realized that," she kind of chuckles and she says, "Blackheart would never do that, but any one of you would. And then from then on, the decision was pretty clear. Though I will say I wasn't really planning to get involved in the fight. That just kind of happened without my expecting it.
What's your plan going forward then?
Don't really have one. I imagine I'll find a place eventually.
Zack will just kind of stay quiet for a second, look at her and say, well, I'll never truly understand the decisions that you made to go against us, but I thank you for at least in the end coming back and helping us.
So,
I hope you don't stay too much of a stranger.
She seems a little taken aback by that, but she kind of moves right on. She says, well, I did have another purpose for being here, actually. There are some specific things that I wanted to apologize for. Breaking your trust, first of all, I think is the most important one. But I also thought you should know how much of a hand I had in setting some of these things in motion. Not that I think, had I not, it would have prevented much of this, but just so you understand. And she says, you remember that note with Johan's writings on it, the one that sort of set you all on this path? And she explained.
Of course.
She says he thinks he found that note on its way back to Blackheart, that it was a warning for him, but really Blackheart had already seen it. And she kind of waves her hand and does like a minor illusion and brings up a recreation of the note, and you see the various like vague prophetic things that were on there. Some like chicken scratches to represent Johan's writing because she didn't really get a good look at it. But it reminds you though, and you guys can take the note out and compare it if you want, that it looks like it was ripped. You would assume out of like a smallish book, and along the torn edge there are some. It looks like just some various little ink blotches in one spot. But as she kind of waves her hand again and extends the illusion, you can see there's another half to the note, with the only thing written on it. To succeed, let the wolf find this. She says, when I saw that, when this note was brought back to us here, I realized how we might be able to get Johan to show us the way back to his home. I realized that it meant if we showed him the rest of what was written here, he might actually start to take action, and then we could follow him back when he went there to warn his people. She kind of paces a little bit and says, but he was stubborn. More stubborn than we expected him to be. So again, it was my idea to take him and allow what he had already done, the investigation he had already pursued, to bring all of you back in and get you involved in the hopes that you might be able to find the way home instead. I regret a lot of things, but I think I regret those manipulations the most. Until then, and you can even see your hand is shaking a little bit. Until then, I hadn't really taken an active part in much of the scheming that went on in here. So I want to apologize for that as well. Even if it did lead to the end of all of this. And she just kind of looks at you guys.
I assume everybody else can like see and hear her too. Like she's just an illusion for all of us, right?
Well, I mean, you're the two who are there, so yeah.
Or yeah, like okay.
Yeah, both of you can see and hear her though. And then she kind of says, and in case you're worried, I do plan to go and talk to Johan about much the same thing when I'm done here. Expect he'll probably forgive me. He's like that, even if he wouldn't want to admit it.
Well, as a person who has felt the pressure from a strong force before. I can understand a little bit of a powerful force before, so I can understand a little bit of why you've done what you've done. I was to suggest that you spend a little bit more time thinking about the effects of your actions, and Johan gave you a second chance. I think that trying to make up for that, prove that you are truly sorry through your actions for the rest of the time.
It says, well, I will. You don't have to worry about that. In the meantime, though, well, some of what I put forth to you was an act. I am just as awkward as I ever seemed. So I'm gonna go. Just thank you for letting me travel with you for a while. It really helped set me straight. And then she's just gone. So continuing on your investigation, across from here would be the Goliath's room, whose name I also don't remember. This one actually has like the back wall punched out to kind of extend it into like a broom closet to make it bigger. Because, you know, he needs some space. But it's also very sparse. There's like a rack with some spare weapons on it. Nothing magical, though. Probably you would assume what he used to train when he was here. Some extra clothing. Some body paint that he would use to put like tribal markings and sigils on himself. But otherwise it feels very underwhelming. And beyond there you come to a larger room, probably something else at one point, but it's been converted into a barracks for all of the other followers. And beyond that is a castle chapel that has some of the same religious paraphernalia that Gavril had in his room. Thorian, his name was Thorian, the Goliath.
Right.
And you realize that this whole being worshipped as a god thing, like Blackheart leaned into that really hard. He had drunk his own Kool-Aid. In fact, it feels pretty horrifying. Like some part of his influence is still here. You don't like actually sense anything, but being in this place that is so dedicated to him gives you this creeping feeling that he's like standing right behind you. You want to look around?
Absolutely.
Alright, you find some various like religious and important things, like some candles and stuff you could probably take if you wanted to. A big old like wall tapestry, wall hangy with a symbol that you probably assume was his. It's that same you've seen in a couple other places, like almost perversion of the Byzantian royal sigil.
Yeah.
Some what looks like evidence of some kind of sacrifice that happened here. Nothing really of value. The room is made of stone, though. Like, not even any wooden supports, so, like, if somebody wanted to light it on fire, you definitely could. Like the various paraphernalia in here, you could pile it up and burn it. Just, you know.
We burn it. Do we burn it?
Always.
Like giving off like a curse to it?
I was gonna say, does it seem like it? I mean,
I'm just saying, if you wanted to tear the room up, you absolutely could.
You mean just for emotional?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Zack's fine still, I think.
Okay.
I'll let the bandits do that if they want to do that. The random neuterals. The randoms.
So you move on. You kind of head back the way you came. There's not really much else in this direction except for some like little storage cubbies and stuff. You do come to what looks like it was probably a kitchen back when this place was like a functioning keep. There's nothing here making you wonder how these people ate. But really, it's more a curiosity than anything else.
Of course, Johan make good things.
There's another doorway down to what looks like a path to that prison area that you guys just didn't see from the other side. Nothing else really of interest through here, though. And as you head back the other direction, you bump into Johan and Megan kind of coming back from their side as well. Neither one of them looks particularly happy, and you're reminded that they probably just spoke to Val.
Yeah.
Interrupted.
What? Interrupting, though, you said? Yeah.
Who, Megan didn't really like her to begin with that much.
Yeah, I can imagine that she is not very happy at the moment, overall.
You do notice kind of the way they're standing, though. They might have gotten into a little bit of an argument.
Ooh.
And Todd is very noticeably standing next to Megan and not Johan.
Looks like. Yeah.
Oh,
Todd's standing next to Megan.
Oh my god.
Little traitor.
Parents had a fight, and it seems like Johan was wrong.
When they get...
Oh, I forgot. I forgot that. Jeremy, does Zack still know comprehend languages?
Oh, yeah.
Because I know I can make potions of that, but it would take a while. Read
Let's
those
see.
journals. I don't know if he has them. I was just a suggestion until...
I mean, I do still have comprehend language, yeah. Are you talking about for the
journals.
the journal, just to see?
I
I
didn't
mean,
know.
I do,
I mean,
but I
we
mean,
can always...
Johan's.
Yeah,
If they're having a lover's quarrel, maybe I'll be like, you know what? I'll just do this. I mean, does Johan look approachable at all right now?
Yeah.
he probably would be appreciated. I was just saying he'd probably be like, "Oh God, please talk to me."
Yeah, he looks like he does look like he would welcome the distraction.
Oh, then, yeah, I'll go up to him and yeah, see if kind of relay that we found some books, and if he wouldn't mind coming over here to help maybe translate them. And then I'll look at Dowroc and I'll be like, go talk to Megan.
What?
She sees you taking an interest, and she kind of waves everybody off and says, "It's fine, we're fine."
Uh-huh.
Dowroc will
Exactly what somebody was
Dowroc will point
say.
Megan. Dowroc will escort Megan to Val's room.
Okay.
And then just wait at the door.
She's gonna slash everything up in there.
Yeah.
There she goes. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know what would make you feel better. Here, come here.
All right.
Ah, she's back to her normal self.
As they're off doing that, though, does Zack want to say anything to Johan before she comes back?
I'll ask if I hope that Val found you well in order to speak with you, judging by your guys's attitudes right now. I'm assuming Val found you.
And that about covers what's going on.
Yeah.
She apologized for some things, explained some things that I'd already kind of figured out. I know her well enough to understand. I don't think Megan was particularly happy, though, when I said that if she didn't have anywhere else to go, she could come stay with my people.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I can imagine Megan probably didn't take that the best.
I don't want to...
But, she's figuring herself out right now. She's fine. She'll be fine.
She is figuring things out, that's for sure.
You just hear her smashing in the background. Just...
He says, I didn't find anything of interest in Blackheart's office that you guys didn't already mention. But I'm glad I got a look at it. Gave me a good idea of just how complex all of this was.
Well, it's, at least for now, it seems to be finally over, so...
There are plenty of places to sleep here. I don't see much of a reason to go back to our camp, as nothing is actually there. Val did let us know that the little blink dog friend, and he kind of pauses for a second looking for the right word, my duplicate's wolf. She took them with her.
So he took the blink dog and the duplicate's wolf?
Yeah. And he says, which I think is good. She should have some companionship, and they didn't really have anywhere else to go.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, we met them both, today, basically. So, or like in the last few days. So they're probably better off with her.
In Titan.
Yes, Negatod.
Negatod, yeah.
He does say, though, I find it interesting, though. They were working so hard to try to find a way back to the Wolfwood, and chalked the inability of my duplicate to lead them back to some mistake of the magic they had made, since it should have had all of my memories. But I think some part of it must have been resisting Blackheart's commands. That wolf of his was a real member of my people's spirit pack, summoned by him. It should have been able to lead the way, too, if he had just asked it.
That's pretty crazy. It's crazy how your simulacrum even resisted as well. About not wanting to take part in Blackheart's, at least fully in Blackheart's schemes. Yeah.
There were a lot of factors which led to his fall. Primarily, though, the more I think about it, the more I realize he was just too impatient.
He was. His to gather more power.
His journals talk about celestial cycles and things having to be in alignment for this to work. If he had waited for the next one, he would have been powerful enough to stand against the entire world by the time it came.
Mm-hmm.
But based on what Trevor told us, I think he also manipulated things enough to ensure that Blackheart would feel he was able to move now. It's a little disconcerting to know that despite what we've accomplished here, we had to be so thoroughly maneuvered into place. It feels like it makes my decisions feel less like my own.
No, I can understand that.
He kind of shrugs and says, well, I take solace in the fact that I did make those decisions, and that means that the plans that were made for me were made with that in mind. It means I am still the person I always was, for better or worse. Point is, we have plenty of places to sleep here tonight. I suggest we settle in. Doesn't look like there's any food in this place, but you do have me again now, so that's not really a worry. Yeah, he kind of conjures some up. I imagine this is probably when Megan and Dowroc would wander back too.
I suggest we don't sleep in either Gavril's or that Goliath's room. It kind of gives us a creepy vibe.
Megan will say, and Val's room's not really an option either anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of destroyed one of her rooms.
Or the bed.
Do you want to draw straws to see who sleeps in Blackheart's room?
Well, Johan suggests you could either go down to that kitchen and dining hall you guys found and push some tables aside and just set up a camp in there, or just sleep in the courtyard, or go back to sleep at the edge of the woods. Really, he says he doesn't really have a preference.
I mean, ideally, I guess staying indoors would be more helpful, so we'll stay in the court, or here. But yeah, we'll just go back down to the main area and push some stuff out of the way to stay there.
So he'll kind of head in that direction to get started setting up. Megan will kind of follow him at this point. She still doesn't seem super thrilled with his choices today, but she's not like leaving him behind or anything, you know. Once you get down there, you guys are kind of pushing stuff out of the way. You even notice that Johan kind of does most of the work for her instead, you know.
He's probably just trying to keep his mind off and, trying to... No, understandable.
Dowroc. Roll an investigation check for me.
I mean, I don't need an investigation to tell me Megan's upset.
As you guys are kind of wandering around the room...
Get that 23. Flash of Genius make it 23.
Okay. As you guys are wandering around the room, moving stuff away, lighting candles and torches, so there's some light down here, you come across a barrel that you hadn't noticed in the corner the first time through. It had some empty crates on top of it. It's a wine barrel. You're not really sure what kind is in there, but if you guys decide to, celebrate your victory, you have something to do so with.
But is it safe? Oh yeah, Bren's not with us. She can't detect poison.
Do none of you guys have anything that can purify food or anything?
Unfortunately, I do not. I have nothing that purifies. Well, do I? Let me look. Maybe I did. No, I think that's next level. Or not next level. Oh, never mind. It's a level 1. Ha! Yes. Yes, I do.
Alright.
Well, no, I don't. I don't technically, because I don't have it prepared. Never mind. It's a spell available, but since we're never in a situation, until now, so I don't have it prepared technically. So no, I do not have anything.
Alright, well, you guys can leave it or not. It's up to you.
I'm waiting to go through all this and then just take a drink of this and then just fall over dead.
Yeah, just keel over.
I assume that there's like glasses or some kind of cup.
You guys have enough supplies with you. You would have like little travel mugs and stuff.
I'll pour a little bit for me at least, and I'll be the first one to test it because I'm at least immune to. Well, actually, I'm not really. I wouldn't be a good tester because I'm immune to disease. Well, actually, I think it's just disease. I'll take a swig. Let's test the waters.
Well, it's pretty good wine. It's not like super cheap. It's red, pretty kind of fruit forward. You don't die.
Oh, good. That would have been a terrible ending to the story. And you died.
You kind of sit there for a few minutes. You still don't die, so
Like, all right, well, I think it's safe, guys.
Johan will come up and get some. Megan will decline, though.
What does there a look on her face of like why she declines? Like, is she just not want to partake in any kind of drink or celebration, or is it the actual liquid itself?
She looks like she doesn't seem averse to celebrating your victory. She just doesn't seem to want to drink the alcohol.
Gotcha. Dowroc?
And
you're a dwarf. It's wine. Come on. You're a wine drinking dwarf.
I'll drink it. Let's go to this spiritual journey in our sleep.
Yeah. I am waiting on something crazy. Alright, well, because I think that's all that's with us now. Because Bren's not there. Yeah, there's only the 4 of us, right? If memory serves.
Yeah.
So far.
What are your guys' insight?
Oh, like passive?
Yeah.
17 for Zack.
Lemon.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I blindsided that.
What'd you say?
I blindsided that matter.
Why? Because the wine makes us blind?
No, I'm just... If something invisible will try to come up.
You already can't see it in one eye.
Anyway.
No, my one good eye.
So you guys kind of settle in down here in your little makeshift camp area. Johan has sat himself where he can see the entrance because he's paranoid about everything all the time.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Megan seems to calm down, though. She even breaks out some cards and tries really hard to get you guys to let her swindle you out of some money.
Dowroc puts down 7 gold.
She loses immediately.
Oh my god.
and then laughs it off, of course. And the rest of the evening and throughout the night is pretty chill. Nothing really happens.
It's almost a little too quiet.
Johan will specifically take the final watch because he wants to be up first in the morning.
Yeah.
And by the time the rest of you have woken up, Megan's already awake. She and Todd are kind of sitting in the corner of the room, just kind of lounging in an old chair. And Johan has done one more sweep of the keep just to make sure nothing has changed since the evil influence left it or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And shows up a few minutes after you guys wake and says everything seems to be good. And
And falls over dead.
for the time being, I think we should probably start to head back. We need to pick up Bryn back in Blackgate. I'm also curious to know how things are going there now that their mission is basically over. They no longer have to watch the Blackwood.
Yeah, I do wonder kind of how everyone's reacting there to the result.
So he just kind of starts packing stuff up, packs up the bedrolls and stuff. Once again, he kind of gathers Megan's stuff back up for her, and then you guys are ready to head out. Kind of meet up where you had made your camp prior to storming the fort, and are ready to set out back through the woods at any time. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I guess we'll head out then.
As you start heading towards the woods,
Oh god.
you hear a loud noise coming from overhead beyond where you can see above the trees.
Okay.
Dowroc, though, immediately recognizes it as airship engines.
Ooh.
And a few moments later, your airship that you guys have been flying in and 2 other smaller airships, all bearing the Byzantian crest, come over the tree line and station themselves. The 2 smaller ones station themselves directly over the keep. The other one kind of hovers above you guys and drops down like a little landing pod ship thing.
Oh.
And on board is your ship captain and Prince Castole and the half-orc knight that he's betrothed to.
Oh.
I'm gonna need a reminder on the prince.
He's the guy you jousted with.
Okay, got it. Tracking.
And they seem to be looking specifically for your party, believe it or not. He's also got like a couple of soldiers with him too, because like he's the prince, you know.
Oh yeah, it's perfect time that they show up too, right when we're down fighting, everybody, and there's the reinforcements.
Oh my god.
Do you say this to him?
No. I think next campaign I'll probably play more of a wisecracking individual, though. I'll say that.
He does. He kind of steps off the little landing boat.
Lloyd would have said it.
I know.
Yeah, he would have.
So,
he's
why even bother? Why?
Gets off the little landing boat. He's looking around.
I can see the headlines now. Prince kills Blackwood. Or Blackheart.
He's looking around. He seems astonished by what he's seeing. He says that old wizard was actually telling the truth.
Yeah.
And he walks up to you guys, kind of, because he's a knight too, so he kind of stands at attention. He says, my father didn't believe it, but when the information comes from such a source, you investigate it, of course, so he sent me. So that this place really has healed itself, hasn't it? He says, so I assume the rest must be true as well. You defeated some great evil that was building power here, the same evil that you came to the keep to try to get our help with, right?
You could say that.
You guys gonna need to trust more. That's what Dowroc was saying. You guys need to, whenever someone tells you something, please believe it.
You did this, right? Yeah.
He says, you
I
have
don't remember. I'll need a reminder on whether or not this guy was actually like
He's a good guy.
a good person. He is,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, he's like kingdom first, you know. So he and his father weren't super willing to just trust you guys blindly, but once the inner circle actually attacked,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
they saw the threat was real, they're the ones who gave you the airship and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And the original journal, like the original notes and stuff on
Oh yeah.
the history and stuff.
I think I remember
did.
sending a sending message out to them also, like all the major kingdoms to warn them.
Oh yeah, Dowroc did do that. Didn't
Yeah.
Warn them on zombie attacks. So
So
he?
he
That's right.
so he does have some idea of where you guys were at when you started this way. You know, he says, on behalf of the king, I wish to thank you for all you've done here. We're not entirely sure of the exact details, but Trevor is filling my father in with them as we speak. He arrived yesterday, just before the land started to heal itself, and told us this was going to happen. Which, you guys realize is when... is literally when he would have been also captured by Blackheart.
Trevor. Hopefully this one doesn't go into exile. Self-exile too. I guess the third one this year.
No, I promise. Trevor is very, very satisfied with himself right now.
Oh.
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? He is the magical Trevor.
The prince says, I brought forces from the King's Keep to secure this place. And he kind of looks up reverently at the walls and says, this place holds a lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories for my family and its legacy. We're very happy to have this threat dealt with, but even more so, I think we're happy to be able to walk here again.
Well, I can imagine.
I imagine you have your own plans going forward. You're a competent enough party, but assuming that you have the time, my father would like an audience with all of you at your soonest convenience. I would ask that you make your way back to the capital to speak with him.
Zack will kind of glance at the party, each of them, and just kind of see it, like, not even verbal, just kind of look to see if like everyone would agree with that.
I mean, Megan's pretty non-confrontational about it. Johan hasn't met the king, so he thinks that's a pretty cool idea, actually.
Oh yeah, he wasn't there. Yeah, Dowroc.
Now, Dowroc would also have the consideration that he is technically like a foreign politician, too.
Well, Dowroc, take a second. I'll be back in just a sec.
Any thoughts from Dowroc?
I have some ideas for the time jump. I have some ideas.
Good. I have some too, as well, also.
Trying to think about It would be better without Dowroc there, like one of the sisters, for a party balance.
It depends if Bryn's also going to be there.
Yeah, Bryn's definitely gonna be there.
Okay, good. I like Bryn. I like Dowroc too. Don't get me wrong. That is a lot of artificer though.
Dowroc is going to, depending how long his quest takes, he's going to be spending the rest of the time just learning about his mother's homeland, I guess,
Makes sense.
and just being the heir apparent to that throne. He'll be trying to learn more about the land and things like that. So that's what he'll be. He won't be there in the party, but Bryn will definitely have a bodyguard.
Okay, good to know.
I'm just trying to depend if it should be the barbarian or the ranger,
Barbarian would be pretty cool.
because it's the path of the carrion barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the ranger, I don't know, because I like the new ranger from the 2024, some of their stuff, but I also like Monster Slayer, because Monster Slayer can actively, can freely look at what monsters' immunities and resistances are without like any kind of save or anything like that.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
It's really useful. I don't know. I think either would work really.
And then there's the cleric, but I don't know if we need a healer.
Alright, sorry about that.
You're fine.
Alright, Dowroc. Oh, did he go away?
Nick, you there?
Nick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, Dowroc's off doing his vision quest. His Animorph quest. Oh, see, there he is. Nick.
Yeah, I need you to figure out what that's going to entail too exactly. Because I had some stuff planned for you guys if you ended up having to do it, but you're a little stronger now than you were then.
Just add 10 levels to everything. Alright, Dowroc, what did you decide on? I assume you'd be fine with going. But
He's going to mention about the village and mention that Bryn is there. If we can make a pit stop before.
The captain will speak up. He's still standing on the landing boat, but he'll speak up and say, "We'll make sure to stop and get her on the way."
alright, then I guess we're fine to go now then.
All right. Yeah. I mean, everybody like load all your stuff on. Johan's gonna try to carry some of Megan's stuff for her, and she just kind of swats him away and takes it herself.
Lovers quarrel. They just got reunited.
Insight check if the prince and his betrothed notice that.
They kind of give each other a little sideways look.
We just look at them and go, it's fine.
All right, so you load your stuff onto the little boat, carry it up to the airship. You're pretty familiar with it at this point, but there's like a couple extra guys on there now. Part of the prince's entourage, and he gets the big room now. But otherwise, it's you've basically been living on this thing, and
I mean, we all have friends. Technically, we have 2 princes.
True.
So
That is true.
So what you're saying is, if a great evil were trying to hurt the world, this airship itself would stink with 3 princes of different nations on it.
And yeah.
Write that down. All right.
Anyway, so you guys start making your way back over the top of the.
He's like, I'll take over from you. All right.
They start hitting.
Adult green dragon. Here we go.
The prince kind of like checks in with the guys actually securing the keep via some sending stones, but they're like not encountering any trouble, so you guys start heading out and making good progress over the forest. Is like now you don't have to deal with all the bullshit in it. You can already see Blackgate up ahead. The prince partially because technically is like foreign royalty present. So it gets kind of diplomatic, and offers to lead a toast to your guys' victory. Breaks out some really good elven wine.
Oh, Dowroc's weakness.
Yeah, come on.
And actually goes around and pours it himself. And he says,
He's that grateful that we saved his kingdom.
I mean, he should be, right? And he says, in appreciation for the great deed that you've done, not just for the kingdom of Byzantia, but for the world, I toast you, great heroes, and drinks.
And Zack will partake in the toast.
Yeah, Johan will too. Kind of downs the whole thing.
Is Megan still not really fond of doing it?
Megan does raise her glass, then she hands it off to Dowroc.
I've doubled the dose of poison.
Yeah. Megan's gonna be the only one that's still standing after all this.
And Bryn.
This whole, oh yeah, and Bryn. This whole thing is an illusion or a thing that they're just slowly
No
poisoning us.
witnesses. It's just like no witnesses. Blah.
Well, I mean, he doesn't seem like upset that she did that or anything, so. Dowroc, roll insight for me.
I knew it.
I have to roll it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're the only one with a passive high enough to maybe notice this.
Flash of genius for 12?
You think you notice the prince's fiance maybe give him another look, but it doesn't seem like anything sinister, so you just kind of move past it. You guys have time to make a little bit of conversation. You're making good time, though. You'll be at Blackgate soon.
We're getting trafficked. We're gonna die.
No, it's not that sinister.
Not that. I'll keep you alive. With
Yeah.
all your limbs cut off.
I guess I'll ask, Zack will be like, you did seem to, oddly enough, show up once kind of we were done. What, how did you know where to find us? I know in my head, I know Dowroc sent the message out, but I'm gonna ask that.
And he says, as I mentioned, Trevor arrived in the kingdom. We set out on my smaller airships the moment he came to court, literally appearing in the middle of a plea from one of the citizens for some financial assistance from my father, and interrupted it by shooing everyone else out of the room and then telling us what was happening.
That poor guy.
That sounds like Trevor.
No one else could have gotten away with something like that, but my father knows enough of the enigmatic wizard to know to listen when he speaks, even if he wasn't happy about it. If we could have gotten here any sooner and helped, we would have, but while we were aware that something was happening, and we had agents out attempting to determine what it was, as we were feeling some of the magical effects of what this Blackheart was doing, even all the way back at the capital, there was nothing we could do to arrive in time. And for that, I'm very sorry that you had to face this yourselves.
Well, we appreciate it, but we were able to handle ourselves, it seems. But we're just glad that you're able to get here to help us on the way back.
As am I. Not just to help you get back a little bit faster, but I really do mean it when I say I want to offer my my own appreciation, my own thanks for what you've accomplished.
What can you tell us at all about what your father may want to speak with us about or see with us?
Well, from what I could tell, as I was preparing to leave, Trevor is informing him of many of your deeds, and I believe he may wish to recognize you and your accomplishments in some official capacity.
Oh, I'm sure Megan probably likes the thought of that being recognized on a wider level.
Yeah, she's pretty excited about it. though her excitement is a little tempered. She seems to be getting a little airsick. Johan will ask the prince how much he knows about all of you guys and your situations. And the prince will mention that he is aware, not only from when you guys visited before, that Dowroc is a member of the royal family of Corwood, but that Trevor has made the court aware of who Johan and his people are as well, because they of course know of them. And Johan's not super happy about that. He kind of moves on from it pretty quickly to keep the conversation going.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say, yeah, he's not too happy. Don't blame him.
At this point, though, like, he's having to kind of make peace with the fact that he doesn't really have to keep his true nature a secret anymore. He was doing that to keep Blackheart from finding and exploiting him. He doesn't have to worry about that now.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting adjustment for him. Megan still just looks a little airsick. Would Dowroc like to say anything as a representative of another country?
Yeah, all of you are important. I'm just a farm boy from a town.
Hey, we are all equally important here. Just some of us are more equally important than others.
True. That's fair.
I don't think Dowroc hid his identity when he met the prince anyway, so...
No, he
I don't
didn't.
think he did.
But, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, or, like, do you want to take the opportunity to make any statements, like, from an official perspective?
Watch what you say.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Or you can down your wine and burp at him, I don't care. I will have the prince say...
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I will have the prince say, well, I'm not entirely sure what my father has planned. I feel fairly confident that he will wish to, in some way, ensure better disclosure of certain things going forward. Obviously, he kind of nods at Dowroc. Our relationship with Corwood is still fairly strong, but while we have been aware of the existence of these pillar objects, we didn't know where all of them were. And he kind of nods at Johan and says, our relations with your people have also been very distant, very weak for quite some time. We have our understandings and we know of each other's existence, but we don't really interact. And I feel that, and I know my father likely does as well, that if there had been better communication with each other over these things, that perhaps this Blackheart wouldn't have been able to carry out his plans with such efficiency. I understand that nations must have their secrets, but I know that I would feel much more at ease if there was some more disclosure between our peoples. And I expect my father will bring it up as well. Don't think too much on it now, though. Wait to hear his own words. Just know that I personally am for the furthering of communication between our peoples. He kind of looks at his fiance and says, after all, the recent building of relations between my father's court and the people of Orcania have gone well enough.
The conversation's always two ways also, so it's not this, can't be helped. It's not any one of our, on everyone's fault. I feel they need their privacy.
I understand. Either way, and he kind of raises his glass again before he finishes off his drink and says, we should be arriving any moment. And kind of walks back out of the little eating hall onto the deck. And sure enough, you guys are kind of settling in above Blackgate.
All pass out. That's when it hits.
It all starts fading away.
No, you guys are fine. The wine was even pretty good quality for whatever they had time to throw onto the ship on the way here.
That's the perfect time to poison it with good wine. Keep drinking. We just need to have somebody in our party that's just so paranoid that like everything is something wrong.
I mean, Johan's the most paranoid person you've got,
Yeah, that's fair.
and he's
I
been.
mean, he drank it and he's acting fine and
Yeah,
everything. Of course, he's like emotionally,
Yeah, he's a little
compromised.
a little drained, but he's like not dying. So I really like the new druid, man. It's really good. Anyway, you come to kind of settle in above Black Gate. You're settling in kind of above one of the guard towers built into the wall, and you see standing on the wall, waiting for you, is the town leader.
Oh,
What did I name him? Malcolm
Lady.
Malcolm Dane, the Warforged from the Gate statue, and somebody that you're all super thrilled to see. Muthus is there too.
oh boy.
Mothus.
Muffus.
He is my favorite person that was evil that we turned good in a Halloween town.
You got a lot of those, do you?
I mean, he's the number one, so,
He is on probation right now. He's a probationally.
I mean,
probational
if I
hero.
remember right, he wasn't that bad at the end, right?
No, he definitely
He
didn't.
did like a little...
He definitely didn't attack us.
He definitely hasn't murdered any children recently at all.
I mean, recently,
Yeah,
right?
like-
So, that's fine. Yeah, that is true. Where's Brent at?
He's probably like has a leash on him.
Well, let's just say there's two reasons he's here to greet you guys. One of them is that, because remember he was off doing like scouting when you guys left, and Malcolm promised that he would keep an eye on Bryn even once Muthus returned. That this is him fulfilling that. He's not letting Muthus leave his sight.
He's under probation.
Yeah, basically. I think once I can, I'm going to turn statue into one of those Gundam artificers. I think that'd be cool. Anyway,
The what? Is that a new race?
no, there's one of the what's it called, like the dreadnought or whatever or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool. He transforms into like a building sized mech.
Wizard Town Bridge.
That'd be kind of neat. Idea.
Wizard Town
Right
Bridge
now.
turns into a dragon.
Anyway, you guys pile into the little landing boat again and disembark onto the wall where the three of them are waiting, and they have some kind of idea of what's going on because the prince did stop to enlist the service of your guys' airship, so he did stop here briefly and kind of half explain that the evil on the Blackwood had been lifted. And even though it's not really the purpose of this little meeting exactly, you can tell Malcolm is very interested in what that's going to mean for his people. He even kind of implies, he asks the prince, out of curiosity, how many more of your people are going to be making their way through the wood now to the old keep? And kind of looks around and says, my town is a welcoming enough place, but it is more a refuge for the misfits of the world than it is a hub of travel. And the prince just kind of reassures him that they don't intend to step on the way of life here, and he kind of tentatively lets it go. As that's happening, though, I told you there were two reasons why Muthus is greeting you guys. The other one is he wants to talk to Dowroc.
You gonna kill him?
No.
Please don't kill him. I like him as a character.
Dowroc is going to not kill him as long as he doesn't say something you want to kill him for.
That Bren can kill him.
Bryn put a scar on him, so he's...
Oh, yeah, she did.
He left Bryn to do the judgment himself. So Dowroc wouldn't just kill him outright anymore. Dowroc kind of looks at him and then kind of nods.
Alright, so he's going to kind of step to the side with Dowroc, and he will say, "Before I say anything else, I want to assure you that I kept my promise. I have not seen Bryn, and she has not seen me since I arrived back from the scouting mission. And obviously, for that reason, I can't have spoken to her about any of this. But I have been able to sense her since I got back. Her mind is very powerful. From what I recall, some of the power she has now even comes in a limited way from psychic ability. And the rest of what she does so well, that armor she makes, the magic she performs, is all born of her strong mind. I think it must go without saying that I feel responsible for her situation."
What?
Dara kind of closes his eyes. His fists are kind of flexing, running through some scenarios in his head.
You gonna kill him now?
Is this due to after effects of the transformation, or is this something that you did prior to that experiment?
Oh, to be clear, I did nothing to her. I always liked the girl, even back then, because I could sense her potential. All of the power that she has now, it's her own. But I have caused this situation where she now lives the life where she has to use that power, where she doesn't have a home to return to, safety, a peaceful life should she want it. I want to make up for that in any way I can, and that's why I have come to you to offer to use my power as a conduit to awaken some more of hers, to make her stronger. And he kind of describes it in in-world terms, but the breakdown of it is she gets enough levels to catch up with the rest of us if you do this.
Boost. What's she at? I don't even know what level she's at.
11, I think. Is that right?
That's 4. That's not...
For a little background, if anyone's forgot, the kingdom that Dowroc comes from is basically at war with the mind flayers.
Yep.
So...
I did need that reminder, thank you.
Yeah.
I forget, were they at war already?
Yeah, that's what they do. They pretty much guard. Apparently something has the Goliath, the queen, the original queen of Corwood, the Goliath. Her family was driving the mind flayers into the Shadowcar's land to keep the queen busy, pretty much, to make sure that Dowroc's mom couldn't do any kind of official showings at Corwood. So once that dragon escaped, the mind flayers kind of disappeared. They kind of just vanished. They stopped. They retreated and decided to do wherever that dragon went. So that's the only reason why she was able to show up at the tower in that court, was because she had the time to, pretty much.
And I'm actually going to jump off of that, because if you guys also recall, Muth's entire motive was that conflict had displaced him, and he was trying to build a force that could go and take back his corner of his home realm. which doesn't excuse what he did, but that is his motivation. He's also involved in that.
Dowroc comes to the conclusion that he will allow this only if Muffus comes with him to his mother's area.
Well, how interesting then that he was going to offer to do that anyway.
He was going
What
to...
is happening?
Well, it's basically he'll be surrounded by enemies, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he tries something there, he would literally be probably instantly.
Yeah, and he's well aware of that. His thinking,
Yeah.
as he kind of describes it to you now, is that he feels that he would make a good informant and maybe even agent to try to determine what's going on, if they're actually retreating or if they're just trying to rally.
And I'm sure that that thing he carved or a Bryn carved into his chest, that the clerks there could make something a bit more consequential out of that.
Use it as kind of the foundation for like a seal,
Like a brand.
like a seal of some kind.
Yeah, that's like a symbol.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's I think there's something called explosive rune that they can just, if he does something, he'll just explode. So
You're basically making him do, what is it, the unbreakable vow type thing?
Yeah.
Like, hey,
The
Don't be
the
mean, real
the
die.
consequences of my actions spell.
yeah.
yeah.
So he agrees readily, and he says, there are a few ways we could go with this. I can use my psychic power to broaden Bryn's mind in general, opening her to new possibilities, and she will simply fill in that new space with her burgeoning understanding. There's also a different path we could take if you are so open to it. Though she would have to have some say in this as well. Obviously. My mind and my power is a worthwhile conduit to eldritch forces that most wouldn't be able to understand. I would draft it with you, but it is possible that I could form a contract with her, become her patron and gateway to greater power.
This is definitely taking an interesting turn.
She would become a warlock as well as what she already is. She could take any route she wanted with that, because he would just be kind of he'd be kind of acting as a middleman to help her understand the broader eldritch forces, so it doesn't matter what those forces are. And then
Are we going beyond 20 with this campaign?
we can. It's possible. Like I
That's the only thing.
Oh, is level 20 or something you want with her?
No, I'm just saying, like.
well, I mean, we're multi-classing a lot.
I mean, yeah, we're giving her a lot. We're thinking about stuff.
from an out of game perspective, you can bump her level up however you want. It's just you can add warlock levels. You can put warlock levels in with those if you want, and then that'll form like a tangible connection between the two of them. So it'll give us an avenue to bring Muffus back into the story if we ever need to, because she could tug on that connection and he would know to come.
It'd almost be like because it definitely would not be. He would not be the one in control.
No, absolutely not. That's why he's brought this to Dowroc. Dowroc would be the one to primarily determine the shape of their contract, to ensure that there wouldn't, and he even says that purposefully the language can be simple and straightforward, so that there's no opportunity for him to create any exploitable loopholes or anything. He wants this to be lopsided in Bryn's favor.
maybe that's something that we can.
Forget, is Bryn
He's-
multied already?
Yeah, she's multi too. She's rogue and.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Because the psychic knives or whatever.
If we do it that way, and we want to keep to like there's like 20 levels, I can make it to where that she just gets rid of the rogue ones and learns warlock instead, kind of like a
Like a deck of. I mean, is there a warlock one that could do
like a respec.
an actual like justice? Because like really the only rogue thing that she has is the knives, right?
I mean, she
Like
could,
that was her main
she could
thing.
do kind of simulate that with like Pact to the Blade if you want to, but like she has her armor as a weapon too, really.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, Pact of the Blade could work because she could still summon a dagger, kind of like to keep that.
Yeah, and I mean thematically appropriate.
thing.
Maybe the new Gulak is really good.
I haven't seen this. I would treat it as a respect for her because there's some certain things that I want to do. Like I was talking to John about like how like the time skip's going to be her like the armor was pretty much the armor she has right now, the infiltrator is pretty much her response to Dowroc just wanting her to be protected all the time, like to show him that she can fight without putting herself in danger. So her time jump is going to be her trying to prove herself that she doesn't need his protection.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm just going to treat. If you guys don't mind, I was just trying to treat it. I can treat it as a respect for her, like because marksman's not going to do really much for her.
yeah.
All her accuracy stuff isn't going to be going to do anything if she's not like taking advantage of it.
Yeah, you could use this opportunity to respec her however you want.
Okay.
Like
No,
even if
Dowroc-
you don't go the warlock route, you could even do that because like he's still gonna like broaden her understanding or whatever, you know.
Dowroc is going to tell him that
Do the
it's
Fey
going to
one.
be her decision, but I'm not going to rush her into this. It's not going to happen now because I feel like it's too fresh on everyone's mind that you're going to have to prove yourself a bit more to our cause before I allow something like that.
He says, "I understand. I think I'm actually glad that you want to wait for her to heal a bit more before we pursue this any further. Know that I'm ready and available whenever the decision has been made."
And I would like to see if you're able to bring up any of her memories of her parents, if possible.
And I believe I could probably help you with that. Yes. He kind
Other
of
than that,
bids you farewell for now. He'll hand you a little token that you can use to call on him if you need to,
A summon.
and kind of goes back about his business. You can decide when he heads off to meet up with everybody else and stuff like that yourself, Nick. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do in Blackgate?
I don't know. That was a fun twist, though, to be like, way back when it was him taking her, and then now it's like, I'll be the patron now.
Yeah, I thought that might
Yes.
be interesting.
I like that.
sprung that on me.
Huh?
No, it
What?
wasn't my idea. He just sprung that on me, by the way.
Well, yeah, I wanted it to be a
I
surprise.
imagined it was not your idea. Well, because you were like, I haven't even looked at those warlocks. I'm like, yeah, you had nothing to do with this decision.
Surprises are good.
They are. Like, to an extent, it's like, that's why, like, half the time when it's like, hey, what about this? And I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to know. Because I want to be surprised by it. There's nothing that Zack wants to really... I mean, besides just kind of looking at the general look of the town and how it's kind of... If it's changed at all since Blackheart. I mean, I know it's not changed, but
Yeah, like
the general darkness of the place. If that makes sense.
they said they started regrowing. This is like but I don't think we ever saw like the fog. Was that lifted before? Because I know you said the fog was, or the feeling of dread was because of that church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Church.
You do notice the place is a little more lively. There was kind of a chill over the entire town last time you were here. There's still a certain amount of like mist in the air coming off of because there's like water nearby, relatively. So there's still kind of that ocean air wafting through, but the place it feels brighter, feels lighter. Where there wasn't like a lot of greenery in town, you could see some plants starting to bud anew. And the people are more active. There's chatter in the streets, people wondering what this means for the town, how things are going to change. There seems to be a pretty even mix of people who are thrilled about this and people who aren't. Because, it's change. And change is hard.
That it is.
As you're wandering around, you also bump into the other defenders of the town. There's the lizard guy. Whose name I don't remember.
Statue.
Yes.
All these people. It's like when Blackheart died, we all got amnesia.
It's that guy in the bush.
Yeah. What was his name? Ruthus, I think, or something?
He's on the bush.
Wait, the guy in the bush was the lizard, wasn't he?
Yeah, the lizard guy. And statue was being a statue.
Yeah.
Ruddish. His name was Ruddish.
Ruddish. The Chronicles of Ruddish.
And then there was the little puppet guy, Alder.
Yeah. The guy. The one that we're all immune to. The charm, pretty much.
Yeah, basically. That's fine. So they're kind of hanging out too. Statue's kind of following you guys around, escorting you around town. It's kind of eerie because whenever he stops walking, he really does look like a big metal statue.
I mean, besides just doing a general walk around the town, there's nothing specific or anything that Zack really cares to do, or not cares, but
he's gonna tell the mayor that what his conversation with Muffus he just had, and that he'll be leaving the village.
Malcolm is I suspected based on some of what he told me that might be happening. I won't lie to you guys. Despite his past, I'm going to be sad to see him go. He's a real asset to the town. But if the threat to the town really is as diminished as it seems, since what you all have done, we don't need as many defenders anymore.
Well, that's true.
He says, I've spoken with Muffus quite a bit over the last couple of days, and he's made me very thoroughly aware of not just the generalities of his past, but the specifics. And there is a part of me that would like to say he doesn't deserve the chance to heal. But I know in my heart that he like all of us, does. No one stays the same forever, ever. Everyone has the chance to improve. That's what this town is all about in many ways.
I know that some of our sins may not be as much as what he has done in the past, but we all have done something that we could have easily never been forgiven for, but thankfully someone did, so it allowed us to carry on.
Yeah, and to kind of punctuate that, Malcolm he flexes his hand, and he grows like wolfish claws. And he says, "Yes, all of us." And then he kind of puts them away and says, "So I am thankful that you are giving Muffus this chance to heal, a chance that we couldn't give him."
More of him. It's more.
Well, if Zack, if Lloyd can earn a chance at forgiveness, I feel like almost anybody can.
Yeah, almost. Not
Blackheart obviously would not have been, but
yeah, I went out of my way to make him as despicable as possible.
Well, Muffus is kind of he's a little bit worse than Lloyd, I would think.
Yeah,
He didn't treat people as people. So,
he does now.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah. Yeah. Now.
let's see. Muffus is going to be having some, what's the word I'm looking for? Community service.
Yeah. For a long ass time, because he like doesn't age anymore, really.
Oh, that's good that in a car are elves, so they're going to be knowing each other for a long, long time.
Can you just imagine, though, many years from now when they have to tell people how they met? Well, it's funny. He tried to kill me by mutating me into a slad.
I mean, people have to have stories like that in this world, right? It can't be. That can't be too ridiculous.
They can't be like, oh, I happened to meet him on a dirt path one day when I was traveling, and then now we're traveling companions for the rest of our lives. That's just not how that works.
I think the first meeting with the Queen, he's going to definitely just be dissuaded from ever betraying them at all. So
yeah, I can imagine. And you are free to decide how all that goes on your own, really. Since that'll take place during the time skip.
And Bryn is immediately hugging Ido instead of Dowroc.
He just pushes Dowroc aside. That whole thing.
As you're wandering around, though, Todd is still hanging out with Megan more than Johan.
Mutual know, but
Zack will approach Johan. What's going on with Todd?
Johan just kind of dismissively says, just looking after her.
How did the conversation with? Did she say anything to her when she appeared to you guys?
He's like, oh, not really. And he says it in kind of a way that implies that not everything that's going on is about that.
I don't want to do a check on him because we're friends.
I mean, you could. You could.
I know. I guess I'll do a check. Insight, I guess.
Okay.
My character sheet's loading. There it goes. Where's it? Insight. 20. Decent roll. I'll ask you, is there anything else that you'd want to talk about?
Says, I don't know that it's really my place to talk about it yet.
I wonder if Megan's pregnant.
Well, think back to some of the things that have been happening.
Oh, she's not drinking alcohol.
She isn't. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say that to Johan without just saying that. I think, honestly, I'll just do my insight check and then out of character kind of say that. I think, this is probably what it is. And I'll just kind of take the clues and I'll just say, well, it can be, I'm going to say it like I think I already know the answer and just see how it responds. And I'll just say, well, that type of thing when it happens is a very hard time, depending. So if you need anything, Dowroc and I are always here for you.
He kind of gives you a look and walks away.
Was the look more like a just not interested look, or just like a he's just in thought type of look?
He's contemplative.
Okay. I'm trying to think when that would have happened.
The conversation with Val about her coming to the village.
Well, I'm trying to think of when she would have gotten. I'm trying to think of when she got pregnant.
Well, you guys have been...
Because we've been traveling for a while now.
You guys have been traveling for about a month-ish. And she and Johan had been traveling together for about another month.
Okay, it was only a month. Okay, never mind. So never mind. She probably got pregnant right before Johan went away, or around that time, and then...
It would certainly explain why she was so angry about not being able to find him.
Yes.
Impatient about it. Because there's a possibility that he wouldn't have even known before he was taken.
Probably not. Yeah. And I can imagine that's quite a lot to go, hey, you're rescued. Oh, also, by the way.
Yeah,
What?
I would think so.
I don't ever think about all the blows and all the fights that we had.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. Did she ever, like, get knocked down? I forget.
A few times, yeah.
Well, hopefully everything was okay.
Yeah. Well, she's only kind of realized for sure recently.
Okay,
Which is probably good, because otherwise she might have held back
Yeah.
when she shouldn't have.
Heck, at this point, Zack needs a kid. Everyone else is going to have a kid. Anyway,
Have Trevor make somebody for you.
Trevor, make a mini-me. I shall call him
Me. Alright, so you guys, if you're done in town, the prince is pretty anxious to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he is.
Well,
Calm
He
down.
wants something.
We waited for you. You can wait for us. All right?
We just saved the world. You can give us a couple hours. We're such a sassy...
We have no
Party
we have
now.
No reason, we have no reason to be this dickless, Joel. He has
No, we don't. I'd like it to be known that I am not saying any of these things actually out loud as a character.
you're just thinking them a lot.
Yes.
Which means Muthus is the only one that knows you're thinking them.
Muth is just smirking in the corner. He's like, yep, I agree.
Bryn just has psychic powers. She can use the psychic powers to speak through us, and through us, and to each other. So she can't mind read. She has to activate it first. But
Johan's technically a little psychic now, too. Everybody's going to be psychic before long.
I mean, Zack can psychically talk to the dragon that's in his sword.
There you go.
Basically, like at him almost.
Everybody,
He just appears and he's
everybody's
just
a
like,
little
you're doing
psychic.
this wrong.
Dowroc has an insight of 11. She doesn't know what's going on.
Poor guy.
I'm just happy to be here. Like,
Do you want to fight any of the guys here? You can do that too if you want.
oh,
I think
you
we're
mean like as a fun sparring or something?
Yeah.
Dowroc is not going to want to be doing that.
Who?
Dowroc's probably not going to be wanting to do that.
Oh, Dowroc doesn't want to fight anybody?
No, he's kind of as anxious as the prince is to get this stuff over and done with so he can go back home.
Well, I guess I'll ask a out-of-character question. Do you have this stuff decided for when we get to the prince? Or does fighting help
I have
more time?
I have more planned a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say I don't mind the idea of fighting and sparring with
I mean,
somebody, but
Probably do it like in the village or...
It would be outside.
we'd step out.
The lizard guy, Radish in particular, really wants to fight you guys, but he just likes to fight in general.
It's just if everybody else, or if anybody, unless it wants to be like a one-on-one type thing.
It could be whatever you want, really.
I mean, Zack's game if anybody else wants to.
Johan will fight somebody.
Ah, Johan just wants to show off his moves. Dowroc,
Nah.
you gonna sit this one out? You and Bren both, so it's just gonna be John and I fighting each other.
Yeah. Brand would like to fight Muppet, but I don't think that's good.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
That's probably not a good idea.
Not yet. Because really flash forwarding, Bren ends up taking over as many years in the future. He becomes a patron. I don't know.
And
You don't have to be evil patron, so you can be like a goodish patron.
What was I thinking about just now? Oh, if you guys want to discuss, I think they're bastions. I think.
Oh, I'll be honest. I have not had an opportunity to read. I read the very basics of them when they came out, and I know it's basically you're building a home base.
Yeah, that's gonna come up.
But-
That's gonna come up soon.
Okay.
Radish will fight anybody who wants to fight all at once. He's very confident.
I mean, I'm gonna feel pretty shitty if I I'm like, hey, we just took down the big bad evil guy. Now the lizard wants to fight me, and then he kicks my ass.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason he wants to fight. He wants to test himself against the guys who saved the world.
I mean, yeah, I'll fight. Does he want it to be like me and Johan versus him, or just a three-way fight?
He's cool with either. I'll let you decide.
Oh, you know what? Let's do a three fight. Why not? Let's do that.
Can we get like a generic foresty map then?
Oh yeah, that's me. I forgot that that's still me. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably, now that I have the same level of membership, move stuff over to the other thing at some point. But for right now,
yeah. Let's see.
Let's start in kind of the lower half near the place Zack's at right now.
All right.
And let's roll initiative. So Reddish is first then. And he is going to do like a velociraptor growl. And his eyes kind of bug out as he enters a rage. And then he's going to reach up to the tree next to him, and he's gonna rip some of the branches off, and he's gonna run at, I do like that, he's gonna run at Zack.
Very rude.
Wielding the branches like a club and a quarterstaff, and he's going to attack recklessly.
Oh, give me 1 sec. I'm
What was that thing you said? A gulag? What?
Great old one, Warlock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're really good, and they're all psychic-y based if you wanted to go that direction. They're the ones that are like tentacles and shit too, so it would feel like she's actually summoning some of Muthus's power. I like, obviously you don't have to go that direction at all if you don't want to, but like I thought it might be a cool opportunity to at least have the option to bring in a patron as like a recurring character who isn't trying to kill all of us anymore.
Alright, so what does Reddish do? He attacks me?
He's
like
attacking you recklessly.
Reckless attack.
First,
I have 19 AC, so...
that is a 27 to hit with his makeshift club.
That does hit.
Doing 11 damage.
Alright, as he hits me... Oh, and what?
Inflicting slow on you. So you reduce your speed by 10.
Well, as he hits me, as I parry his, not parry, I guess, block kind of the attack with his...
You kind of shoulder into it with your sword, you know.
It erupts with light. Where's my D12? Roll. He takes in return 9 radiant damage.
Not bad.
And yeah. And I will teleport 15 feet away.
Alright, he's gonna just charge after you again.
Okay.
He's not really paying any attention to anybody else right now. And he's going to swing the other branch now.
So that's my reaction. The teleport part was the reaction.
Yeah.
25, that hit.
Doing 9 damage and doing topple, so make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
That is not enough. The DC was, hold on, let me do math. It hurts my head.
16.
It was a 19. So you are knocked prone. Or sorry, you have the prone condition.
I hate that. I
Yeah,
really
it's
hate
stupid.
how they did that.
It's very
So
dumb.
prone. So I'm prone and slow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else he can do?
Oh, as he hits me. Ha ha. Oh, 12 radiant. Bam.
Not bad. That's actually gonna mess him up probably more than anything else, honestly.
Yeah.
He will use one of his
Which means a fire shield on top of that.
I have if you remember, I do have what's it called? The warlock.
armor of Agathis.
No, Shadow of Moil,
Shadow of Moil, that one's good too.
which basically is a fire shield.
Yeah.
So
He's also going to use Hungry Jaws and bite you.
yeah.
That one's only a 31 to hit.
Only a 31 to hit.
Doing 15 damage.
Oh, not 100.
And he gains 6 temporary HP.
Well, guess what? He just took 8 radiant damage back.
Alright, cool. Keep him alive a little longer, probably.
Johan's just gonna like fireball the two of us that are standing next to each other.
No.
Actually, he doesn't have.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have fireball.
He does that.
He will though.
He'll be on it.
My spell book has no pathetic spell. It does contain fireball.
He's going to use his. I'm still not used to how this is organized. Okay, so cutting in here a second. Unfortunately, some of the audio was lost here, where Johan explains the strategy he's going to be using. And once it's explained, I kind of just assume it's a given, so I don't explain it again. Unfortunately, looking over the footage to see if I did explain it a second time, I think I miscalculated some stuff, and it wouldn't have actually quite worked anyway, but whatever, this wasn't a serious fight. Basically, he used a house rule that we use that you can set up at initiative to set up jump, and then he Metamagic Adept a quicken spell casting of Conjure Minor Elementals. Then, between his movement and jump and the speed of his flying broom, the assumption was that he could dip in and out of CME range while still getting further away overall, and I would just keep track of that without having to show it every single time. But like I said, I think I miscalculated some distances, and that wouldn't have actually quite worked everywhere that I thought it did. Whoops. I actually feel kind of bad about that now. This is a strategy I'm going to use more in the future, though. I do get better at it. Alright, back to it. Because I can. He's been munching on an apple. As the fight started, he finishes it, pops one of the seeds out, and casts a flame seed at Reddish. And misses him miraculously.
Oh. Dang.
Alright,
Anticlimactic.
and then he'll kind of step back here. Got something in my eye and it's driving me crazy. Which brings us around to Zack's turn. Johan now has little, like Firebird spirits swirling around him, though.
Alright. Zack is... Where can I go? 90. Jeez, Pete. Okay. Now it's been a bit. I will bonus action. I will Hexblade's Curse Reddish.
Cool.
And then I will use my action to cast Shadow of Moil.
Nice.
So, 4th level spell. Where's it?
Ugh.
There it is. So now whenever he hits me, he'll take 2d8 necrotic as well. Plus I am heavily obscured, so he has disadvantage on melees.
Nice.
And then I'll just use my movement and stand up. Because I got reduced by 10, so I'll use 10 or 15 movement or whatever it was to stand up, and then I'll just end my turn there.
Alright. Comes back around to Reddish then. And he's still kind of just mindlessly attacking. So he's gonna kind of hold both big sticks together and wield them like a great club, and swing that at you. 21 to hit.
I will. Let's see. Do I want it to hit me, or do I want to damage to him? Or do I want it to hit me or stop it? You know what? I'll let that one hit. Why not? 21.
Alright, it's gonna do 13 damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to push you 10 feet straight away from him.
Okay. So let me do I'll do the sword first. That is 6 damage of radiant to him. And then Shadow of Moil. I always forget. Do you do the Shadow of Moil damage first, or do you do the concentration check on Shadow of Moil first?
Do the damage on what happened first. It's like a response to the hit itself.
6 necrotic damage. Oh, actually, wait. Let me read the words on this. You gain a +5 to all damage rolls against the cursed target. Okay, so he took 5 additional radiant damage because of Hexblade's curse. And then Shadow of Moil does 6, and then +5 more from Hexblade, so it does 11 total.
Ouchie.
Backlash damage. I should have just been that paladin that, like, at level 20, what is it, they, like, if you get hit, they take half the damage or something.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Then he's going to step here.
I am fine on concentration.
Yeah, I figured. Step there, and he's going to reach with his tail.
Oh.
And attack with it. And miss you. And that'll be his turn. Yeah.
It's Johannes' turn.
Yeah, this time he's going to send a...
Be mean.
Yeah, I'll be mean. He's going to send a Scorching Ray at you guys.
Yeah. I forgot. How does Heavily Obscured affect that kind of thing? I don't remember exactly. Is that a minus, or is that a you can't target?
I'm looking.
I feel like I'm level 1 again. I feel like I forgot.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about needing to be able to see you. I just lob it at the target.
Oh, okay.
So it would be with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, disadvantage. Got it.
So he has 5 of them to fire. He's gonna launch, because you're obscured, he's gonna launch 3 of them at you and 2 of them at Reddish.
Okay.
So technically the ruling on this is that I roll damage once and apply it to every hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the damage first. So it'll be 11 damage when it hits from the attack itself.
Each ray, right?
Yeah.
Each ray would be 11 damage, okay.
Yeah. Which is weird, and I'm not sure I like that, but we're going to try it for now. Obviously, additional rolls will happen if one of these crits, but, you know.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't like it, frankly, but that's beside the point. So against Zack, 1, 21.
Wait, did you say like 1 as in he rolled a 1?
No, he that's the
or
first
you mean
roll.
the first one? Was
Yeah.
it? Oh, okay. I will 11 damage. Okay, that's fine. So 11 damage.
And then when it hits, a bunch of those elementals that are surrounding him follow the blast and slam into you, doing an additional 10 fire damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second shot.
Oh, concentration.
Yeah.
First, fine. Second.
It's
Fine.
26 to hit with the second blast.
Yep, that hit.
I'm rolling real well. Watch me miss Reddish completely again, though. So 11 and another 10, so 21.
Those damage happens separately, right? So I should be doing
Let me see.
concentration.
Let me double check that.
Okay.
Are you all
I mean, I
fighting?
think Huh?
Are you all fighting each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Well,
it was
John said he's like, you could do either 2 to 1. Me and
Oh
I'll
no,
keep
it's
that one, or
it happens all at once. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
just,
All right,
just
so
one rolling time. Okay.
Okay.
And the final shot against Zack. That was
A million.
wrong. Hold on. It didn't roll disadvantage for some reason. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was they were both 13s anyway. So 25 to hit.
Hit.
Good Lord. Doing 11 plus
Oh,
7 this time. Fire
18.
damage. And then
Word.
against Reddish,
Fine.
that's gonna hit for boom.
Zack and Reddish just nod at each other and this immediately going to go home.
Which brings it back around to Zack again. He was not looking great.
I'm fine. All right. I am going to. Let's see. Where's my bonus actions? Oh yeah, I forgot. Lay on hands is a bonus action now.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
I'm gonna lay on hands. The entirety of my lay on hands pool of 35.
Yeah. I think it's funny that they're like, oh, they're gonna want to split it up sometimes.
It's
like,
well, 'cause
maybe
a lot of
maybe if we're like healing the entire party between encounters, but like
people- yeah.
in combat, no, I just want to dump it all.
And then, as an action,
Yeah, both my eyes are watering because the one eye is watering and the other one's watering sympathetically. Stupid.
I think if I just want to hit him, I think I'm just gonna attack him. Yeah. I will precise strike, so I get advantage. Well, I'll move up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Then I'll precise strike with the Tidebreaker. 31 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
He's attacking recklessly too, by the way, so you have advantage.
Oh, okay. So I didn't, I guess, have to precise strike him then. I guess I won't precise strike him since I had advantage.
Okay, that's fine.
So that hit. Let me read the words on the new great weapon. I think it's just when you hit a creature that has the heavy property as part of the attack, you can cause the weapon to deal 5 extra. I like it because it still evens out to, if I do 2 attacks, it still does 10 extra damage. Alright, so I will roll damage. That is not that because of great weapon fighting, which, if I remember right, got a lot better. I think it's, what, any 1 and 2 is, yeah, it's treated as a 3.
Yeah.
So that's 18 plus 5, so 23. And then, the Draconic Shard does an additional 8 force damage to him.
Jesus Christ.
And then I will attack again. And I still have advantage, right? With
Yeah.
Reckless, because it's all attacks? Okay. Oh, thank you, because I got a 1 and a 10, so 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. A 1 and a 2, which means they're both treated as 3. So, 15.
Yeah.
Plus heavy weapon, so that's 20. Plus the D8. 4 force damage.
Jeez. Yeah, he's looking real bad, and
Oh,
if he-
add 10 more, because Hexblade's curse, I forgot.
oh yeah, right. If he had any sense about him, he'd be feeling real bad about picking this fight right now, but he doesn't, so it's okay.
And, yeah, you'll have to... I think I already know the answer to this, but I just want to ask. The Hexblade's curse, where it adds 5 to every damage roll, that's not the Draconic Shard, since it makes my weapon roll an additional D8. That's just added on, you would say, right? That's not a separate...
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I
Yeah.
roll it separate, but...
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would say so.
Okay, alright. On that, I end my turn, since I can't do anything else.
All right. Well, Reddish is going to.
Actually, Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna move back 5 feet and see what he does. Does
He's
he want to
going.
attack me?
Yeah, he's going to attack with his tail again, I guess.
Okay.
As you back up. 18 damage.
All right, so 18 damage. So
Yes.
when he hits me, he now takes 5 radiant damage and 12 necrotic, plus 5 more on each because I keep forgetting hexblades.
You have anything else to do more damage to him right this second at all?
I unfortunately can't hit him for any more damage, so
Alright, well
I'm
he's gonna...
assuming he's got like 1 health or something.
He's not quite that low, but he's getting close.
Oh, okay.
He's just gonna go right into his turn, and
But
he's gonna attack.
with that, I did take 5, or I did become bloody because of that.
Okay, he's just gonna stab 2 more times with his tail. 20 to hit
Hits.
for 16 damage.
Okay. 17 radiant damage back. Plus 11 necrotic damage back.
You see as the blast washes over him, he kind of stops dead for a second, and then he just kind of falls over, unconscious. It brings it to Johan's turn.
Johan's still at 100%. He hasn't got attacked or hit or anything.
One does coup de grace.
He's kind of watching through the leaves and the breaks in the leaves, and he's gonna kind of smirk, and he's gonna touch his staff to the tree in front of him. And
He's gonna make a tree.
He's going to awaken it.
Ancient tree. The tree beard.
An awakened tree.
Yeah, it's not very powerful, but like it's a meat shield, and he needs one of those right now. And it's gonna. It's currently charmed by him, so it'll go kind of lumber its way. It's squeezed past these trees, end up there, and Johan will kind of retreat a little further. And do I have a bonus action? That would be good. See, one of the bummers about using older subclasses right now is so far the trend is that any druid ability that used to go off wild shape has gone from action to bonus action, but we don't know for sure if summoning Crispy is now a bonus action or not, so I'm still treating it as an action.
Oh, because it's because what is it, Circle of Fire Druid, right? That was remade.
Circle of Wildfire or whatever.
Wildfire.
Yeah. I'm going to assume it's going to stay in action. I think the idea is you action him out and then bonus action command him to do something. But yeah. I don't know for sure. I could Healing Word get Radish back up, I guess. That would be kind of funny.
That would be kind of funny, actually.
No, I'm not that mean. Yet. I'll do that if I absolutely need to.
How far up would you say you're in that tree?
I don't know, like 20 feet.
Okay. Wait a minute.
That doesn't sound good. Don't like the sound of that.
I'm curious on something. I'm wondering. I gotta read the.
How cool
thing.
is it?
It would be quite funny if it would work, but
yeah. Well, then unless it like completely shits on the spirit of the rules, it'll probably work. But we'll see.
Let me read something. I gotta read like 2 things before I decide whether or not to do this.
Found is something interesting. Because level 7 warlock spell summon aberration, and I can just treat it as Muffus.
You could.
Oh,
like
a
like an
Mind flayer.
avatar of him. Yeah, like a portion of his power, like that represents him or something. That'd be cool. Kind of like how Legends Arceus confirms Arceus to work. You don't actually ever catch Arceus; you just catch an avatar of him.
So I have. So this is a DM question. Like on. I'm curious. If I were to cast command on the tree and tell the tree to attack you.
Oh, okay. What does command say exactly?
Yeah.
So command is, the words are, you speak a one-word command to a creature that you can see within 60 feet. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. I don't know what the thing speaks, but I guess it's only one turn, though.
Yeah.
So, maybe not. I thought it was going to be a little cooler than that, so never mind.
If it were closer to Johan, that would definitely be interesting, but I don't think it would matter, really.
Yeah. All right.
The spell says about what the tree can do also. Like if it's can't be commanded kind of thing. Like
it does say that it's friendly towards me, and it's charmed by me, but I don't know how those would interact. I'd have to look up a ruling probably.
Well, I guess for now I won't do that just because it's only one turn though that it would actually activate.
Friendlies can still be.
All right. I am going to. Yes. No, not that. I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, or 25, 30. I guess I'll just attack it. I don't need to do anything else like fancy. So yeah, I'll just attack him.
Okay.
What does this spell do? Burn swims. Oh, that's kind of a neat thing. Alright, I'll attack. So 31.
That hits for sure.
One of them is a 1, so that bumps up by 2 damage. So 17 plus 5, so 22 total damage plus the guard, which is another 6 force damage. I will then attack a second time. 29.
That'll hit for sure.
One's a 2, so 16 plus 5, so 21 plus 4, so 25 total damage. And I did not use a bonus action, so I'll use the free casting of Divine Smite, since it's a bonus action now, for 8 more radiant damage to it.
Alright, the tree's real beat to shit. It kind of collapses.
Oh, okay. And then I'll go 35, 40, and I'll have my turn.
Johan is going to... Would that be fun?
The answer is always yes. It would be fun.
There we go. That'll be cool. He's going to cast... He's gonna drop Minor Elementals because he's stupid. And then he's going to cast... What's the range on that? Yeah, okay. He's going to cast Wrath of Nature.
Already? I don't like the sound of it.
I need a circle. Where's the circle?
I don't like the sound of this. That's a square.
A square works fine. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
That's a big square.
Yeah, all of the let's put it up here closer to him actually. All of the trees and shit in this area come alive.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Are they all the awakened trees?
No, they are just doing things.
Oh, okay.
So you wave on flail too, man.
I'm glad we got this guy back on our team. Jeez, Pete.
He
Oh,
casts it. Then he's going to don't move that.
Wrath of nature.
He's going to do a jump over to this tree here.
Frickin' monkey.
As he bonus actions, a rock from somewhere within that area is going to loose itself from the ground and fire itself at you. How do I do this? I need to open, like, hold on. Put this back. I need to, like, actually open up the page for the spell. In a second, anyway.
I like this spell. I know what I'm gonna do next turn.
Don't know what it is.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to move it a little. Well, just think. Well, I don't want to give it away, so never mind. You'll just see. You'll see what happens.
Yeah, a rock launches itself at you. I'll just roll.
At disadvantage.
Oh yeah, right. So 17 to hit, misses.
Yes. Good old 19. Thick and strong.
That brings his turn to an end. At which point,
All
of the roots in the area are going to come up out of the ground and attempt to restrain you. So you make an athletics check.
Aura of liberation, immune to restrained.
Okay, there you go.
Bah.
What else can this do? Oh, the entire area in the cube is difficult terrain.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Alright, that's the end of his turn then.
Oh, I can't kind of do what I was planning. I forgot, because the whole spell thing, the whole casting 2 spells,
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that rule. God, how far am I? 60 feet. Okay. Difficult terrain, which is BS. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this thing. How many spell slots do I have at that level? 2. Alright. You know what?
You see you sound way too enthusiastic about that, man.
Well, I was until I read what the save is.
Oh.
Like what you have to roll on the save. Like it hits intelligence. And so I know Johan's intelligence is maxed, so I imagine his saving throw is pretty high.
His intelligence not maxed, his wisdom's maxed.
Oh, that's right, never mind.
His intelligence is just pretty good.
Is it worth a 4th level spell slot?
I'm gonna say no, you shouldn't do it.
Incapacitated. Incapacitated. You can't speak and you're concentrating. You know what? Why not? Let's do it. I am going to... I'm gonna close my eyes and use Rolithim's Psychic Lance and speak Johan's name.
Oh shit, okay.
So a shimmering lance of psychic power shoots out and 120 feet a distance. Or I can utter the name and it just finds you.
Yeah.
As long as you're within 100 feet.
Yeah.
So, intelligence saving throw, please.
Cool.
This could either go way stepping up a 4th level spell slot, or it could be fun.
17.
Yes, it worked. You needed a 21. So that does... Oh, very low damage. It was only 16 psychic damage. That was shitty rolls. Damn. But you're incapacitated this turn.
Yep, which gets rid of this, right?
So, it breaks. You can't take any actions, bonus actions, or reactions. Any concentration is broke. You can't speak. And that's it. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so that's still my turn. That was my regular action. How far was I from you? Oh, 50 feet still. Did I mark off? No, I didn't. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Actually, what's the wording on that? Are you incapacitated your next turn? Until the start of my next turn. Oh, So you can't do anything at all. Bonus. Huh?
Coming for him. Finally.
Well, I have to, like, stop him to
Yeah, you
get to
finally
him.
close.
Well, I have a plan for that next turn about how I potentially can keep him next to me or close to me. I'm just trying to think of a bonus action that can actually... I don't think I actually have a bonus action that can really do anything. Oh, yeah, I guess I could do that. I'll kick on my aura. And I'll do my normal aura, so my radiant consumption aura, which actually it's not even called that anymore. I think it's like Spark of Life or something, or some kind of... Where is it? Inner Radiance. I'll activate Inner Radiance. So that will end my turn. And then when I end my turn, you're incapacitated, so your turn's over. And then now it is my turn again. Are you just like unconscious and on a tree branch, or did you like...
Alright, so according to the current rules, the incapacitated condition, I am 4 things. I am inactive, which means I can't take an action, bonus action, or reaction. I have no concentration. Concentration is broken. Speechless, can't speak. And surprised. If I roll initiative, I have disadvantage. So I'm still able to, like, stand there. I don't fall prone or anything. And there...
Oh, so you can still do a move action then.
I can still do a move action.
Because it just says you can't take an action, bonus action, or reaction.
Right.
Oh, so you could still move.
I could still move.
Alright.
So
your turn, movement.
Yep.
You would think incapacitated would stop
You
moving,
you really would. Stunned, it doesn't either. It's really weird. So I'm gonna drop down here, move.
Where are you going?
No, I'm gonna move.
We can move our characters down if you wanna.
No, this is fine. I don't care. And I'm gonna do a jump up into this tree,
Okay.
and that's my turn, I guess.
All right. I am going to drop... What? This is going to be a mistake? Probably. I'm going to drop concentration on my Shadow of Moil. And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How far are you up the tree? Like 20 feet again?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to use a 2nd level spell slot, and I will issue an Infernal Challenge.
Ooh, interesting.
So, you offer a creature a compelling challenge. If you have no allies within 5 feet of you, choose one creature in range that you can see. They must succeed on a charisma saving throw or answer your challenge and fight you. For the duration, I would have +2 AC. They have disadvantage on creatures other than me. But the kicker is the first time the target tries to move away from you on a turn, they have to succeed on a charisma saving throw or their speed becomes 0.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to tie you next to me, basically. I'm trying to Yusuke Sensui you.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not going to succeed on a charisma saving throw, so...
Okay.
What's the DC on that?
21.
Yeah, okay. If I roll a natural 20, I will succeed.
Okay.
I didn't.
Alright, so I have +2 AC, and then you can't move away from me. Well, you can, but you have to make a charisma saving throw each time, so you'd have to crit to move away from me. Now, on that note, though, let me read the words again. I mean, technically... okay. It was kind of cool in theory, but the last sentence kind of makes the whole thing fumble. The spell ends if you end your turn... Oh, never mind. The spell ends if I end my turn 30 feet away from the target. So never mind. So you can still teleport technically away from me.
Yeah.
But that's it. That'd be the only way you can do it is teleportation. And as long as I end within 30 feet of you, it stays up. Johan, what you have are spell slots. And with the hope of, before you run out, I'll fall.
I'm going to...
I thought it was like a fun homage to Divine Challenge from 40.
Yeah, I like that. I could awaken another tree, technically, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to... bonus action, activate my cloak power to obscure myself behind swirling leaves to give you disadvantage on attacks. Jeez, how high level is that? There it is. 6 level spell slot, really? Alright, I'll conjure Fae.
Uh-oh.
To summon Canopy.
Ah!
And then I will...
Are you just summoning a bunch of monsters in one turn?
Yeah, so... I'll jump over here, which triggers her attack. She's gonna teleport here to the base of the tree. And...
Oh, is it like if you move or something it triggers an attack, or...?
Yeah. I'm rolling bad. That misses.
Yeah, I have 21 AC now, so... For now.
Alright, that's my turn then.
Yep. I will attack Canopy.
You technically cannot attack Canopy.
I can't? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's just a thing that's there.
Alright, I will move up 5 feet, and then I'll attack you.
Okay.
And I will precise strike to cancel out the disadvantage.
Okay.
So regular roll. Oh, 29.
Yeah, that hits alright.
A 1 and a 2, so they're both 3s. So, 3, 6, plus the 9 is 15, plus 5 is 20. So 20 plus the Draconic Shard for 4 force damage. And I will bonus action. What level spell slots do I have? I'm at a 4th level. Okay. Oh, I don't have any 3rd. That's right. Warlock! That's a concentration. I don't want that. That's setting you on fire, which is probably gonna like heal you or some shit. Alright, let's just do good old Divine Smite. No special smite. I'll just do a 2nd level Divine Smite.
Ooh.
12 more radiant damage.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, plus 5 more because I'm Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And that's my first attack. Oh, precise strike. I forgot. I always forget the D8 that comes with that. 5 more slapping.
Prefer it when you do forget the...
And then I'll use a 2nd attack. This unfortunately will be a disadvantage because I can only precise strike once a turn, so... 25. I got 11 and a 15.
Oh, shield.
Duh. Oh, is Canopy concentration?
Yes. That is correct. Yeah, it goes away.
Oh. Alright, so I missed. You said you shielded that one?
Yeah.
Alright, I will graze you still with my weapon mastery to deal you 6 slashing damage, and that's it.
Alright.
And then that ends my turn.
Against my better judgment, I'm gonna drop down here. I'm gonna draw my swords, and I'm going... Yes.
No, I know.
I'm going to bonus action light my flame tongue scimitar on fire, and I'm gonna attack you.
I have 21 AC.
Yep. It really sucks. 26 to hit
That one hit.
for 13 damage.
So 13, and then I deal 2 radiant damage back.
And that vexes you, so my next attack is with advantage.
Oh. Okay.
Doing 29 to hit
Yep.
for
Con save was fine for that one.
4 slashing and 8 fire damage.
Okay. Do my con save first, which I crit on the con save. Great. Oh, 11 radiant damage in return.
Fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Just because I've never used it and I want to use it, I'm going to attack you, but I'm going to attack you with the Vengeful Blade. So, it's the Booming Blade, but it does necrotic. So if you attack or cast a spell before the start of my next turn, you take, let's see, how many d8s would it be? 3d3? Yeah, you'd take 3d8 damage if you attack me before, or cast a spell. So, it's a regular attack, so I will precise strike it so I get a clean roll, because I have disadvantage still. So, 17.
Yeah, it misses. There's my leaf cloak floating around.
I will graze you for 6 though.
Alright.
Oh, and then I forgot last turn, and then this turn, so I'll just double it. But 10 radiant damage from his aura. So it would have been 5 last turn, and then I end my turn this turn, and it's 5 more, and then that ends my turn.
I'm going to bonus action healing word myself, recovering 29 HP.
Okay.
And then just fucking swing at you.
Okay.
29 to hit.
Yep. Definitely
hit. 12 damage, and then
ow.
Vex attack.
Oh, I'm definitely bloody, just so you know.
That's only 19, so that misses.
Okay, so 3 radiant damage back at you from the first one, and then my con save 20, so I'm fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely bloody.
That'll be my turn.
I'm beyond bloody technically. I'm like a third.
Yeah, I was really low for a second, but I didn't bother because I knew I was gonna heal. So.
You said you ended.
Am I? I am actually technically bloodied right now too. But yeah, that's my turn.
All right, I'm going to. I'm not gonna use that. That's not. No, I'll just attack you. God, your stupid cloak. Dang it. Does that ever drop? Is that a concentration or anything?
It is.
Or
it's after.
Is it just a once per day kind of thing?
Yeah, it's once per day. It goes away after a minute.
Okay. You know what? I'm still gonna do Vengeful Blade because I can at least precise strike to cut it to even. So I'll still do that. So I'll do a flat roll Vengeful Blade. There we go. 29.
That'll hit.
That does 15 plus 5 from Heavy Weapon Mastery, so 20. Plus Draconic Shard of 3 force damage. Plus the 5 radiant damage from Inner Radiance. Precise Strike is 7 slashing. Oh yeah, then Vengeful Blade. How much is it? 2d8s? By 1d8 at 11. Yeah, so 2d8 necrotic. 12 necrotic. And I will bonus action and cast a second level Divine Smite again for 17 radiant.
Alright.
I am officially out of... Oh, I have first level spell slots. That's all I have left. That ends my turn.
Alright, so counting the damage I take from being next to you.
Oh yeah, I need 5 damage at the end of the
I am down to 1 HP.
Oh. The only life point that matters is the last one.
Yeah, but at this point, no, it's not. What can I even do?
I mean, I have a decent amount of health. Not like decent, but like you'd have to hurt me. You have to like crit in order to probably take it down. It's at I have 53 health right now. So you'd have to like crit me once or twice, or some spell. Plus, remember, I forgot. Vengeful Blade, if you do anything, you take 3d8 necrotic.
I'll healing word again.
You take 3d8 necrotic.
Is that before or after I roll?
That's a DM question. The wording of it is, if the target makes an attack or casts a spell before then, the target takes takes 1d8 necrotic damage and the spell ends. So I guess it's up to you. I guess it would be after the spell went off.
I'll go down. It's fine. I wasn't gonna win that anyway.
Hey.
All right. Good fight.
Ooh. That freaking lizard bastard in the beginning.
Yeah. I'm fighting you in melee is a bad idea.
Melee is where, he shines the most. So mainly because he's got the sword and the shroud or whatever that he dropped.
What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to say I just surrendered the fight. I'm going to heal my tree and be like, hey, stay here and help protect this town for now, and then because the charm will eventually go away and he can do whatever he wants. I'll say, just do whatever you want after that. So he just lives here now.
Gave him a tree protector.
And then I'll toss a first level healing word over at Reddish too, because
he's just unconscious on the ground over in the corner. Just
yeah, so he gets back up with 8 HP. His rage is worn off, so he's not being an asshole anymore.
You're just like, what happened?
I carpet bombed you. It's fine. No big deal. So, and then we can we could go about our business now, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Dowroc's looks like I'm tired.
Dowroc's the one that's tired? He didn't even fight.
Alright. So.
On the ship.
Yep. And it'll be at least a day to get there. So we have a chance to rest and stuff. Get any more conversation in that we want to.
Dowroc during that fight was definitely breaking the news to Brain about Muffet coming with us.
How is that? How's that going?
He hasn't explained why the reason or anything like that to her. She's just that she's kind of pensive about it, kind of mulling it around in her head, pretty much, of the idea of him coming with us. But he's going to stay under guard pretty much, and he's going to have a room. He's not going to have a brig kind of thing. He's going to have a room, but he's just going to tell the prince that he needs to be guarded, pretty much.
Yeah, I would imagine. I'll just say it. He's not gonna tag along with you guys. Literally the whole time. He's gonna stay in the area. Keep close enough that you know where he is, but he's going to kind of mostly keep to himself. So, I guess we get our long rest. We chill out on the boat for a day, or the ship for a day. And then arrive over the king's capital, which Johan hasn't been in here before, so he's pretty impressed by it. And despite everybody else having been here, it's still just as impressive. It's just massive. You kind of forgot how big it was in the time you've been gone. And as you...
Dowroc will tell Johan about, if you think this place is not impregnable, it's not.
As the ship kind of descends to dock at one of the castle towers, you see a procession of knights, including the other knights of the king's court, the other two people that you competed with at those tournament games.
Yeah.
They're here waiting as well. And as you unload, they kind of line up and like honor guard you into the castle court. And there, as you come into the room, the prince kind of hands over Muffus to a couple guys to keep him in custody. And as you come into the room, you see that the king is waiting for you, because they would have like called ahead and said that you guys were almost there, right?
Yeah, make a reservation, Yeah,
make sure he was ready to see you. And he's looking around a little agitated, but
Why?
he kind of shores himself up and addresses you, and he says, "Thank you for coming. I have, in the time since my son left to retrieve you, received greater detail of what transpired. I imagine I likely know as much about what happened as you do at this point, but I had hoped that blasted wizard would be here to ensure that was the case.
that blasted wizard,
But he seems to have disappeared back to wherever he came from."
where he belongs.
So town was pretty much demolished too, so he's probably
Yeah.
had to go back there.
He says, for the time being, though, until I can send word to him to continue to correspond on this matter, because as far as I'm concerned, he and I aren't done. I wish to thank your party for the good work you've done. I'll admit, even after the attack on my castle, I was a bit skeptical as to the scope of the threat. I've seen evidence now that it certainly was quite dire.
Yeah.
The outcome of our interactions in these past weeks has left me wondering if I should be more open going forward. It's a question that I plan to ponder quite a bit. And if you had even only done that much for me, you would have done a great service for this kingdom, but you've done so much more. I am aware that some amongst you are representatives of other nations upon our great continent, but in part to make clear how grateful I am, and in part to extend the hand of greater diplomatic openness between my nation and yours, I wish to name all amongst you who had a hand in ending this threat as honorary knights of the realm. And perhaps more...
Dowroc, is that a...
Does that
Never
mean-
mind. No, never mind. It's going to be a smart-ass comment.
And perhaps more substantially, you will, from this point forward, be known as heroes of Byzantia.
Bum, bum, bum.
Name of the campaign?
The favored five have evolved into the heroes of Byzantia.
That's the name of the show.
They said the name of the show.
He says, I also wish to offer you an opportunity.
Ooh, like opportunities.
Your group have made as great an impact as any of the great factions to ever operate upon this continent. I see in you the desire to do good and further the peace and stability of this world. And I understand that at this point in your lives, you likely have other responsibilities that might get in the way of that. There is an old keep to the east of this city, near the waterfront overlooking the beaches of Orcania. It fell into disarray some time ago, and the seat of government there was moved to within the nearby town that it used to govern. So far, attempts to reclaim the keep have been mixed, as there is some degree of magical power there. But I think adventurers as strong and as talented as you might be able to tame it. I would like to offer it to you as a central hall of a new faction that you would run, that would work directly with the crown to try to foster peace between the nations.
Well, it's a very generous thing to offer to us. Obviously, we would need to ensure that we are all on the same page and accepting, or prior to accepting. What kind of management would be needed for such a place?
Once you decide what to do with it, you wouldn't need to be present much at all. It would be more a place where those with like-minded ideals to your own could come together to attempt to do their good, and where your group could reconvene should you ever have the need to in the future after going your own separate ways.
I mean, I think it sounds like a great opportunity. I don't know how everybody else is reacting to this, so...
I mean, Johan seems okay with the idea.
Yeah.
He kind of chimes in and says, I'd like to see it first.
Absolutely. On that quick note, give me like 5 minutes or so. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Dowroc kind of wants a general explanation of what the Knights of the Realm means.
As the honorary title, you are expected to represent the honor that a knight is meant to project in your interactions with others going forward. But it's really just like a symbol that the king has faith in you.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't come with any specific responsibilities. Though, if you told somebody that you held that honor, somebody within Byzantia, they'd be more likely to listen to you.
Is it like a badge? Do we have like a badge?
Yeah, you'll get a little like medallion thing to carry.
I wonder if King Dowroc knows about this.
If he doesn't, he will soon.
Yeah, probably trying to one up him.
All right, sorry about that.
Dowroc got an explanation more of what the Knights of the Realm means. It just means that it's,
you'll be expected to like represent the honor that a knight would uphold, but primarily it's just like a honorary symbol of like the king's faith in you.
Gotcha. Okay.
It doesn't really come with any specific responsibilities, though. He wouldn't feel right essentially imposing an actual job with actual responsibilities on a foreign dignitary.
Makes sense.
So, I'm going to put a slightly updated map in the chat real quick for you guys.
Okay.
There's a circled area. That's where the keep is. So you can get there one of three ways to check it out. You can either kind of boat up that river there if you want. You would need a little river sailboat to do it. You guys could walk. It'd take about 3 days to walk there. Or the airship is still out there. That could get you there in a couple hours, probably. Well, it would get you there by, like, let's say tomorrow morning. To be a little more realistic.
Well, I mean, does anybody we're not like in a hurry or anything, but does anybody prefer to walk? Like Johan, considering that he's been kind of stuck in a prison for a while, but he'd like to try to maybe just take like a traveling path instead.
Johan says he wouldn't mind being out amongst nature.
Alright, well, I guess there's no objections. We'll just walk it. Been a
Alright.
while since we've just traveled without, impending doom over our heads. So,
Alright, cool. So the king's like, yeah, that's cool, that's chill. Like, he says it, more medievally than
king-like.
that, but,
That is cool.
do you want to kind of leave Muffus here for now? Like, they'll watch over him.
Dowroc, that is a total you decision.
Yeah, I think Muffus will join us just because of he wants to keep the enemies closer, kind of thing.
Okay.
He doesn't trust. He doesn't want to.
Muffus is the enemy?
Kind
He
of.
seems like such a nice guy.
Alright, as you guys are getting ready to set out, you're like given a map with it marked on it, and let's just say, for simplicity's sake, since you've been traveling with him for so long, the airship captain you guys have gotten to know pretty well is going over the directions with you. And he points out that the water there runs out into that little gulf. But before that, you can see there's some collected water there. That's a lake that will only occasionally get full enough to spill out into the Gulf directly. But it is technically a way that people could get like up into the country without being seen as easily. And then that river there is like a direct path to the capital. So there's a town there, Lake Gate, which has a little bit of a military garrison and like a watch post. And the location that you're heading towards, the little keep, used to be kind of the capital keep of Lake Gate. But the governor at the time used to dabble in magic, and he ended up causing a catastrophe that caused the keep to be abandoned. There's still there's still caution around it because people think that some of the magic might be lingering, but he kind of waves it off. He's a little more worldly than the king is. He says there's still magic on that place, but from what I've heard from travelers, it's not really dangerous magic. It just makes it hard to get in. He says, "You sure you don't want me to just fly you up there?"
I mean, Johan, you're more in nature than any of us. I mean, do you want to?
I mean,
I'm completely down with hoping it, but
I mean, Johan kind of glances at Megan, but she seems up for it. So he's like, "Yeah, we'll just walk. It's fine."
all right. Is she okay to walk in her condition?
No, he's being a little protective.
Obviously, no one else. I'm assuming, obviously, that Johan has not made the news.
Yeah, not really.
Known by everybody yet.
But yeah, so he's like, all right, well, a couple more little tidbits that I picked up on about the area. It does still have an old port attached to the keep. If you guys do end up kind of taking it over, could be useful. Just
How big of a port are we talking? Like more just for like small vessels, or like an actual ship?
It could dock a tall ship or two.
Oh,
You say take it over. Does this mean like it's just abandoned?
Oh yeah, there's nobody living there right now.
This is going to be like some sort of. We're going to have to
go and kill everybody.
We're going to have to geek out all the corruption out of this place or something like that.
Well, we're not there yet, so maybe.
Well, before you head out, Johan's going to stock up on some supplies he hasn't really had access to for a while. As much as he likes the good berries, for example, he wants some actual food. So he buys some actual food, stuff that he can cook. He's not particularly good at it, but he can cook it on the way. Just, stretching his legs and getting back to the kind of stuff he's used to.
Yeah, that's why I figured it'd probably be best to just walk it instead, unless it was a huge mistake.
Anything specific you guys want to get up to on the way? This is like a pretty safe area. It's unlikely that we'll run into anything.
I mean, there's nothing in particular that I really, need to do or want to do. So, Nick, you have 3 characters with us, kind of.
Yeah, I'm curious how you are going to play Muffus traveling with the group.
Well, first of all, Muffus is pretty much, imagine he's just behind everybody, like within eyesight, like within 10 feet of Dowroc, because he has his blind
You're
vision.
segregating him, is what you're saying.
Well, considering Bryn is just has her is riding on Igo, she's probably on constant alert of him, so he wants to keep her like as far away but within singing distance as possible.
Were you wanting there to be
Muffus has already probably detected thoughts between Megan and Johan and knows what's going on.
Oh yeah, probably.
So there's that.
Were you wanting him to have any interaction with the group at all directly?
Depends on what the group wants to do. Like Dowroc and Bryn aren't going to because they already had their interaction. I assume that Dowroc would have told the group about what's going on. You could tell them when we left the town why Muffus was there anyway. So
yeah, makes sense. All right, well, as you guys set out and you walk for a while, you see Johan part of the time. As he kind of ducks into the tree line and stuff along the road. Not super dense, but they're there. Are you leaving the same day? It is pretty early in the day, so you can do that if you want.
I would say so.
So you travel, you make it. We'll say you guys push yourselves a little bit past dark, and you make it about a third of the way there, and then like Johan's there with you guys again. Caught a few like water birds and stuff. You guys can have for dinner if you want.
Actual food again.
Yeah, he's pretty thrilled about it. He also bought the stuff to make coffee over the fire. And I think once it's all set up, and he has passed it out to anybody who wants it, he would make a cup for Muffus, just to try to, I don't know, not be an asshole.
I mean, I'm just gonna feed him. He's not gonna be like.
Well, yeah, but like he doesn't. You don't have to give him coffee. Coffee's precious.
Oh.
I don't think.
He's gonna try to make some sort of leeway between them. He's not gonna just. He's going to pretty much slowly teach him what it's like, to change his mind of what he thought of people.
Yeah. Muffus will take the cup and he'll drink. He doesn't actually need to eat though.
Yeah.
So he's just being polite more than anything else.
Rude.
Kind of like the Piccolo group with the tentacles on the wrong side of the face.
I mean, yeah, he pretty much is.
I mean, he still looks human right now. Like he's in his.
Or now.
Yeah, I mean he can assume his other form, but his default form is like a proper humanoid now.
I forgot if we asked Muffus if he knows what the dragon is. The name, what that dragon.
The dragon's still on the loose, right?
Yeah, that's the reason why. Pretty much when the dragon appeared and then this went off, all the mind flayers stopped attacking.
Oh yeah.
That would depend on how much you want him to know about it, I guess. Like,
much if he knew about like what it is, anyway.
Like if I were playing it, he would know just enough, like hearsay, to have like an idea of where to start looking, but maybe nothing more specific than that. But that's up to you. Todd's still kind of gravitating towards Megan as much as towards Johan. At this point, you kind of figure he's just being protective.
Mm-hmm. He knows.
Yeah.
Animals know. So.
Well, I mean, like, just maybe that's why he was so willing to follow her around and do what she said while Johan was gone, too. Who knows? Right?
Well, that's true.
Day 2. You guys wake up and there's a tree traveling with you now.
But
Johan woke up another tree.
Are you really surprised, though?
like the whole forest falling.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he just awoken a tree every time we went to bed, so that way there's a tree standing guard too.
I mean,
It's not wrong.
not impossible. He's going to spend most of today, as you guys are walking, hanging out in the tree's branches as it follows you guys, napping.
I will have summoned Nen at this point just to, like, before we started, just so I could have a riding buddy since I have nobody else.
I have cabbages.
I'm all alone now.
Bryn doesn't have cabbages.
How dare she?
Eventually,
Make him think that it's cabbages with her psychic powers.
I mean, just cruel.
Well,
It's
she's
like something
cruel.
Office would do.
and eventually, I think Megan will probably climb up into the tree's branches and hang out up there too. I mean, all of you guys can really. He can carry you.
If you see the branches shaking, don't come knocking.
No, the leaf coverage is too
Johan,
sparse.
she's
for that.
already going. She's already pregnant. Leave her alone.
Yeah, as you guys walk, your tree friend is gonna stand guard tonight. You'll unless you guys want to forage for stuff, you'll probably stick to rations tonight.
Yeah, that's fine.
A couple animals probably harass you at this point, but they're like wolves and stuff. So like,
I would assume they'd see a big giant tree and a wolf and a giant pregnant angry barbarian looking woman. And
yeah,
they're like, "You know what?
they kind of, a couple of them kind of come close enough that it seems like they're thinking about bothering you, but then they kind of decide otherwise and go away. Because like at this point, who amongst us couldn't just wipe a party of wolves? Or
Yeah.
the pack of wolves.
I mean, at
Yeah.
this point, all of us could like solo a good portion of random encounters, at least.
And like, I'm trying like, if there isn't any realistic random encounter that would happen in this area that I could throw at you guys either. Like, oh no, a party of random.
The only thing that you could do is if it's like a party of another adventurer
Yeah.
or something like that.
No, I think we're just gonna carry through the next day. Johan's a little more active today. Again,
I wonder why.
Didn't awaken another tree yet.
Oh, he did.
Oh, shush. And you come to, like, you passed a couple towns on the way, and eventually come to Lake Gate, which is small. It's a small little town with a modest presence from the Byzantian military. The new keep that's been built since the old one was abandoned has a big watchtower built into it. Not much to it, really. People seem nice. They've received word ahead of you guys that you're coming in to claim the old keep, which they mostly don't mess with. Though
Right.
some of the village kids seem real interested in it, and as you guys kind of head further up the road, past where it's kind of overgrown, towards the building that you can kind of see poking up above the trees, even from where you are. It's not hard to see that some kids are like following behind you guys, pretending like trying to hide, thinking that they're hiding, you know.
Fools.
And
What Lloyd would say if he was with us. Rest in peace.
and as you arrive, you see it's pretty standard, like Byzantian fortress architecture, but there's some indication that there was some like elven influence into it too. Whoever built this place definitely cared about it. You think it's kind of a shame that it's been sitting abandoned this long. The old dock needs fixing up. The place is in disrepair too. Like, it's not in great shape anymore, but it seems fixable. It seems doable. And you see, as you walk up to it, you see big swinging reinforced wooden doors, shut tight, and above it is the crest, the royal crest of Byzantia. And Johan's going to go up and poke at the door a little bit, and when it doesn't explode, he's gonna try to open it, and it doesn't budge at all.
Belloc. Speak friend and enter. I'm assuming it doesn't work.
Unfortunately, no.
Let me see if I can get in here. Let's see.
Are you gonna like stone cutting it or what?
Yes.
Oh, I can. It's just. Thinking if I can prepare knock, but just for brevity's sake.
Oh, just
You can
burst
try.
the door open.
I will say that anybody with an okay arcana can kind of sense the ambient magic around here, and some of it does seem to be coming from the door.
Do we see like any other types of entrances? Maybe.
Like
Say,
there's
like, if we flew, could we just fly up onto it, or?
there's like windows and stuff but they're kind of barred over.
Mm-hmm.
And like you kind of get the sense that maybe if there is a force over this place, you should enter normally first. Johan's going to kind of walk up and he's going to put his hand on the door. And do I have that actually? Yeah, he's gonna try to dispel magic on it. What level is that? Yeah, here we go. God.
Thinking my staff knows knock, but does not. I look down.
He's not able to break the spell blocking the door though.
Do I have dispel magic? I think I do.
I don't know if I have anything that can help with like unlocking a door. I mean, did you do like a sense magic or whatever? I mean, I know there's magic, but it would tell us like maybe the class of magic that was there.
I do have something, but it will probably. Which one is that? I do have something.
Okay.
I can cast anti-magic bullet.
Okay. What does that do?
Any projectile you need becomes an opposite of magical, causing any target to make a DC saving skills up by 1 level per level. DC 17, wisdom saving throw, or the target becomes anti-magical. Dispelling any spells that are using or dispelling any spell type created within 30 feet of the target.
I will let you shoot the door with that. Yeah, okay. You manage to shoot through what, as it kind of fizzles away, appears to be some just random magic that is coalesced into a makeshift ward, and the door is now, you're able to move it.
Hey.
And then I can, it says effects until I just wait it, so I guess that means it can just reactivate. We can find the source of the magic later and then just reactivate it again, if it works like that, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, just to like, that way we have a seal on the door kind of thing?
Yeah.
You do notice, though, as the ward is coming down, that it extends around seemingly at least most of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been there a long time. Like, it's
Worst the worst, we can just ask Trevor for a favor.
heading inside, Johan will kind of go first, so he can listen for any threats from inside. You see kind of a broad entry hall with pathways heading off to the left and right, like hallways that curve around the exterior edge of the building, and then kind of like a pathway to the what would have been like the governor's like hall.
Yeah.
And then splitting directly off to the side of either of those is a path that looks like it goes around beside and behind that building into a courtyard, or into that room rather, into a courtyard, and another which seems to open into the base of one of the towers that kind of sits central of the keep. And roll an Arcana for me. And just anybody who can.
Yeah. Yours definitely going to be higher.
You definitely sense that magic was going on in that tower. It's concentrated enough that you figure. They mentioned that the governor at the time was experimenting with magic. That's probably where he did it. If you guys want to check that area out first.
You go inside.
Yeah,
Okay.
go inside.
Yeah. Megan will actually have her sword out just to be safe.
Let's see what shenanigans we find.
Okay, so you kind of head into the.
Some information. What the heck went on?
You kind of head into the base of that tower, assuming that he probably it's right off of where he worked, so it's probably where he did his other stuff. The feeling of magic is getting stronger. Nothing distinct. It really feels like, I don't know, a explosion of mixed, mundane-ish magical effects all went off at the same time and have been fading for years. And as you are kind of climbing the tower, you do notice some weird stuff happening. Like at one point, you feel like you're like walking through, I don't know, like deep sand. It's harder to move. And then at one point, you almost like float off the ground for a couple minutes, where gravity's weird. But you get to the top, and there is like a magical study up there, with kind of like a broken contraption in the middle of the room that looks like Dowroc would be able to tell in particular that it was probably some sort of device for monitoring like the movements in the sky at night, like the stars and stuff. Various doodads here and there. Nothing super advanced, but clearly not just like what just like a bigger hobbyist would have either. But it's all kind of fallen into disrepair. There are a couple of magical stones though that are emitting some kind of power, and they seem to be reacting to some of the more exotic building materials that were used in the construction of the keep. You figure they're probably what's causing the lingering magical effects.
Check magic on those. See what kind of effects they are.
Hold on one second.
It's like they were like separate, like built like stones that looked like they were left over from building the fort itself. Or...
No, they're like crystals, like gemstones or something.
Okay.
Alright, well, I did have an actual set of items here, but we'll deal with that next time, I guess. Because I can't get the site to load right. You detect that they do have magical ability. You'll have to spend more time identifying what they are exactly later. But you think that if you kind of remove them from where they are and place them inside of another object, it would end the effect for now.
So we don't feel lightheaded for the rest of the time. Dowroc would probably do that. Slowly removing all the defenses that for the enemies aren't waiting at the ambush outside the fort.
You are able to kind of identify which one of them was projecting the ward, though, if you guys do want to reset it later.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little more distinct from the other ones. As you get done with that, there are more stairs. Well, let's say... I want this one to be kind of at the top. There's a walkway kind of crossing over that courtyard that I mentioned into a tower on the opposite side of the keep, which would be probably the next logical place for you guys to investigate.
Okay.
You head that way, and you come to at the end of the hall. Like there's windows to either side of the walkway overlooking the courtyard. It seems like it's in disrepair. It needs some upkeep done, but you do see that it looks like it was at some point used for some sort of like actual purpose, like stuff was grown here. Maybe magical components, maybe something else, you're not really sure. But there's like spots laid out for like proper like landscaping and stuff. And then you reach the other end and you come to a closed door leading into that other tower. You don't feel any particular magic coming from this one, but it does seem to be locked. And seeing that it is, Johan's going to go back to the previous room. He's going to say, hey, I'll go see if there's a key, while the rest of you guys try to, like, kind of investigate the door. What do you do?
You said you just can't move it? Just like the front door basically was?
No, it, like, jiggles and stuff, but it's, like, it feels like a more mundane lock.
Oh. I mean, the part of me just wanted to, like, kick the door in.
You can if you want.
I'll attempt to kick the door in, I guess.
Alright, what's your athletics skill?
It is +7.
Alright, roll that for me.
I bet I'll, like, break my knee when I do this. Oh, okay. 23.
Yeah, you just pop the latch and it flies open. And as it does, and you kind of, like, it kicks up whatever dust was sitting on the door, and you kind of have that second before it settles, you hear a voice from inside. I was wondering when you'd all get here.
Is that Trevor?
Trevor?
And there's Trevor standing there in the room that's behind a locked door inside of a warded-off castle.
I wouldn't expect him any other place.
Does this look familiar, like, to Dowroc? Like, is this
keep?
is this the Trevor that he saw in that prison?
Oh.
No, this is a different Trevor.
Okay.
Is this a whole new Trevor, like, altogether?
It's like you wouldn't have any way of knowing this specifically, but this is the Trevor that met with the king.
Okay.
So Johan hears you pop the door open and kind of wanders back. The rest of you, I guess, go in.
Trevor.
In fact, Trevor's like, hurry up, come inside. I have some things to show you.
What now, Trevor?
I think
world-ending event that you're about to announce to us.
my eyeball.
Another world-ending event to announce to us, because I don't think Dowroc could take it right now.
It's a world-ending event, trust me. I've seen it 100 times. Like, it's what this is.
Alrighty.
So he kind of beckons you inside, and this room is open. It's got some windows, but it's like a big open, like there's some stairs down into the base of this specific tower, but it uses like the entire upper floor plan of this tower, whereas even in the other room there was like a section for the big contraption, a section with like some tables and stuff. This whole room is all just one big open space. And he kind of turns in place and gestures broadly at the room, and he says, "What do you think?" And he kind of seems to, in particular, be trying to draw your attention towards some like symbology, etched and painted directly into the walls.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of gives Dowroc a look in particular. Roll insight for me.
Definitely gonna need flash of genius. Yeah, 14. It was almost a 20.
I think that's enough. I would have said like 15, but that's enough. You aren't sure.
He's not really. He knows what he's showing him. He's basically showing him sigils and stuff like that, but he's not really knowledgeable of sigils.
Well, you do kind of understand enough that you remember back in Blackheart's office the papers you copied down the symbols on it that he had been working on for his teleportation thing. You kind of pull those out and compare them to the symbols on the wall, and while they're not exactly the same, the principle between them is, and you realize that this room could be turned into the same kind of like teleportation hub that Blackheart's keep was. And so anyone carrying the right sigil could return here at effectively any time. You would just have to like take a little bit of think to finish the symbols on the walls, basically. And you
So we
think
can
you think you definitely
teleport through
could.
everywhere.
Yeah, I want this place to be a central hub for the characters going forward if they want to use it that way. And so I want you guys to be able to, at any point, be able to return here. I'll establish some kind of ruling for when it can be used, so you guys can't just be like, "Oh, we're losing really bad. Let's just peace out."
Oh
Um,
man.
you could also theoretically though establish. God, really? You could also theoretically set up temporary like teleportation receivers other places and teleport there from here too, the way Blackheart was able to send his people to places that had been properly marked. But you would have to like be able to get to those locations first.
So it's kind of like, what is that? I think the
I mean, there are
clerk.
checkpoints like in video games.
What's that clerk? There's a clerk spell that does this.
Yeah, it's like teleportation circle or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of like sanctuary or something like that. It's where you mark something as your home, and you can teleport.
That's basically the principle behind what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
And Trevor kind of gives a little smirk at you, looking at those papers, and he's like, "I thought you'd get it. The king will take credit for giving you this place, but I did suggest it to him. I think it would I think it would do you all a lot of good."
Did you happen to speak with my father also?
He says, "Not as of yet. I thought, and I know this is quite out of character for me, I'd ask you how you wanted me to go about that first."
Know how much. He's read the Blackheart's journal, so he does know what kind of effects that. He knows what you tried to do to stop it, so I don't think he'd see you in a bad light, at least.
Is there anything that you'd like me to be sure to convey to him when he and I speak?
Just tell him of what the king did, the human. I forgot his name already.
King Castle.
King Castle has done. I'm sure that he'll be quite amused by this.
He kind of nods and says, "I'll be sure to let him know." In the meantime, though, if you will allow me to offer my thoughts on the matter, I believe that your group, while you've certainly done enough this old world, have the potential to do much more. And if you do decide to utilize this place as a headquarters of sorts, while I maintain that I should not take direct action in shaping the events of this world unless I have absolute need to, I will be around from time to time to offer my wisdom. But the truth of the matter is, as I mentioned a bit at our last encounter, and as I'm sure you've no doubt pieced together a bit more in your mind since, I have been manipulating events throughout this world for quite a long time.
What?
And I would like to step back from that. I do have a life to live myself, after all. Perhaps it wouldn't be the worst thing to live in a world where no one is manipulating the flow of events for a while. In the meantime, I will leave it up to all of you to shape this place however you would see fit. Again, should you accept the king's offer. And I will speak with you again once those decisions have been made, I would imagine. And he's just kind of not there anymore.
Yeah, he does that.
Takes a look around. It's gonna take a lot of money.
Johan's well, maybe. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder what all we could get out of the king.
Yeah.
He didn't mention he was going to bankroll this, but I can't imagine he expects it to be us. he kind of wanders back out into the walkway, and he looks down over that courtyard. And he says, "I'd really like to get this section up and running again. Maybe set up a little natural haven here within the borders of the structure. Place to focus natural magic." And he kind of looks around and he says, "This place is big though. I imagine every one of us could find some use for a facility like this."
Oh, absolutely.
Dowroc will probably say, looks the Brim and Muffus and pretty much says, I think that once I get the teleportation working, I think we're just going to head back to Corwood from there.
I think that makes sense. Like Johan in particular isn't really happy to hear that you're moving on yet, but he understands. He kind of nods.
I feel I have some obligations and some responsibilities that I need to be learning about, and some catching up to do with some family members.
Yeah, as much as Johan doesn't want to admit it, he probably does too, honestly. He says, "Well then, for the time being, maybe we should walk the rest of the building, get a feel for everything that's here, and then settle back in, reconvene maybe in the hall. Seems like a good enough place to meet." He says, I'm gonna go walk the grounds, I think, maybe circle the building, get a look at how the foundation's doing, and what kind of maintenance we'll need to do on the grounds themselves.
Sounds like a good idea.
He kind of wiggles himself through the bars in the window, turns into a little animal, and wiggles his way through and scurries away. What do you guys want to do?
I think Muffus and Dowroc will probably help him create the teleportation scroll. Pretty much the sigil. And pretty much teach everyone else how to do it. Just in case.
Kind of for now, hang out in this little laboratory and figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Megan's gonna go look around for what kind of guard facilities they have here. She'll kind of give Zack a tap on the arm, you want to come?
Yeah, Zack will tag along.
All right, so you kind of wind your way back down this tower now, and end up in kind of the opposite corner of the keep, and you come to kind of the equivalent to the area in Blackheart's Keep where you guys stayed, though on a smaller scale. There's a guards barracks, kind of leads outside to what looks like a quartermaster's forge. Nothing's really left here though, and it's kind of overgrown. There's a kitchen and stuff. Looks like it could house a good number of people. And as you kind of make your way back around towards the entry hall, you find Johan standing there outside the open front door, looking up at where the sigil of Byzantia was. Mm-hmm. He kind of waves you over and says, "Hey, look at this." And he'll show Dowroc later. But as you guys step outside to look, it seems that Trevor, on his way out, transfigured the sigil into one.
Is it like our sigil now?
It's now your sigil, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
it's the name of the show.
As we're gonna stop for now. I actually need to go. I was hoping we'd have a little time to discuss the time skip. We can text about that. That's fine, or whatever.
I could say that Dowroc's father pretty much did the same thing. Bequeathed the tower where we found that staff of great depths, because it's controlled by the Shalag. It's pretty much controlled by the Shalag in the dwarves.
Okay, cool.
Pretty much bequeathed that tower as a bastion. I don't know how Amy feels about that. Well, we can definitely decide about that.
I mean, Amy likes you, so she'll probably be fine with it. And her powers over it would definitely help you guys
restructure.
Like, yeah.
That would be Dowroc's Bastion. It's kind of in between. It's kind of the force that is projecting Shalakar and Dwarves. It's kind of like a middle ground between
Yeah, I like
them.
that. That's cool. So start thinking about, like, research Bastions a little bit. There's not like an overwhelming amount of stuff to them, but they're pretty complicated. And decide, like, we're obviously going to have like a teleportation room. That's a given. The main teleportation hub is going to be here. It can like feed other teleporters other places, but that's going to be here. But think about what other facilities you guys might want. There are a few different options. You also get to like hire a staff. So,
Oh yeah.
So that'll be interesting too, depending on how much you guys decide to do with that.
Dowroc, I'm gonna hire you, okay?
But yeah, think about that, and think about any specifics you want to have happen during the time skip, because unless
I
we
guess
look,
the only question I would have is how long is the time skip?
7 years. We're not going to just go 7 years without seeing each other. Like, I actually want to take the time at some point to talk through the broad strokes of what our characters' interactions are during that time.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't have time right now, but I want to do that soon at some point.
Yeah. That could be the next
Yeah.
thing, is just working through that.
Like a really broad roleplay type thing, you know. I'm also going to give you guys the opportunity to upgrade gear at this point, because there would be, like we could spin it that there was still some stuff here, or the king supplies you guys with better gear. So if there's like a newer weapon you want or something, this would be the time to run that by me too. I also would like some idea of how your characters change physically over the course of the time skip. You know, stuff like that. You get it.
Is there a magic mirror like in Baldur's Gate that you can just respec your entire character from scratch?
No, but if you do want to respec aspects of your character, I'd want to discuss it, but that's something you could do for sure.
I was just curious. I know in that and like Divinity and stuff, there's just like some mirror that you're like, well, we're just going to start you back off at a blank slate, and you can just recreate yourself however you want up to whatever level that you were before.
They give you that option eventually in Skyrim too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, you can reset your skills to get all your perk points back, then level them again.
Yeah,
there's also but you could do it one skill at a time, which is cool. There's also at the end game reward for one of the DLC quests lets you just literally go in and say, I don't want this perk tree anymore. I'm going to take these and move them over here. It's very cool. It kind of should have been in the base game, but you know.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.